All right, we're live. What's up? What's up? You know what we doing, y'all. What's up? Welcome back. Happy Monday? Today Monday? Today is Monday. What's up, y'all? Hey, what up? You know what it is. We back at it, man. Tell a friend, tell a friend. We're going to kick it. We got some stuff to react to. I'm going to go through my DMs from all the stuff you guys have been sending me as well. We've got a new cut video to watch. College students on the button. Might even get into this video of a cop being banned from being a police officer, period, for the dumb shit he did. And then later on tonight, we're going to finish off, I believe, Resident Evil 4. Before we get to all of that, what's up? Roll call. Where is everybody checking in from? Let me see, man. IG fam, I see y'all. What's up? Bless me with some money. Get a job, motherfucker. What's up, Nate Dog? Specialize in the building. Yo, what up? Hey, if you guys missed last night, I did an impromptu Sunday night wild, crazy MoonDawg After Dark stream. It happened on my Kick channel. That's gonna be the crazy channel where I can't do stuff on YouTube because it's over the edge, you know what I mean? Kick.com/djmoondawglive. I shared 2 stories of crazy threesomes I've been in. You know what I'm saying? One was like a crazy good and the other one was crazy like it was a flop threesome. And I shared those stories. You never know what to expect. Pull up. 305 in the building. Cameron, what's up? Hey, man, I love to see y'all on the red side, man. You know, DJ MoondawgLive Live on YouTube is my primary streaming platform, y'all. So if you want to come through, get the high quality experience. We're trying something new on that stream. We're streaming at 1440p high res. You might be able to see my motherfucking pores and shit in my face. That's kind of crazy. West Australia in the house. Let's see. Tennessee. Hey, man. Prayers going out to the folks out there in Tennessee. Crazy day today. I think y'all know what we're talking about. This society that we're living in is crazy. NY in this joint. Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. Yo, is Brooklyn even what it used to be anymore? All I've heard is it's been gentrified. Is Bed-Stuy even Bed-Stuy? Is it the hood anymore? Or is it just all gentrified now? What up, Dan? New Zealand in the house. Love to see you, Kansas. Tampa in the building. Kansas. I say Kansas? Yo, all right. Zilla, what up? I'm catching up on stuff. Guys, don't be shy. Say what's up. Let me know you're here with me. As always, if you want to come watch high quality, come through on YouTube, DJ MoondawgLive Live, and get it popping. Caribbean in the house. Doctors and lawyers. It changed, I bet, bro. Everywhere's like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing no OnlyFans shows. Hey, listen. I'm just gonna say, if I was gonna do OnlyFans, and I've been encouraged by individuals to do it, right? I would be an amazing, like, I would tell the most amazing stories. Y'all don't understand. I got like these amazing cameras. I have a vision. I would be a great OnlyFans producer. I mean, listen, I'm sure there's some ladies out there that probably, you know, they working with their phone and that's cool. But listen, ladies, you need a high quality director. You know what I mean? 4K. Listen, your sub rate's gonna go through the roof when I shoot your shit and they see that pink in 4K, bro. They see that pink in 4K, not off your iPhone. It's different. Sub's gonna go up. Yo, Brian came over from IG. That's love, brother. Welcome, y'all. Yo, IG, YouTube's the play, bro. I'm just being honest. Man. I don't know about you guys. I'm already having a good time tonight, man. Pyro, what up, bro? Moon ain't done high quality in his life. Yeah, shut up. All right, let's jump into it, man. We got lots of stuff to catch up on. Let me see what else we got. Bro wants to see that action in front of him. Listen, bro, I'm just saying I have a vision. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, I know you've all seen the stuck videos, right? Shorty stuck in the dryer, stuck under the table. I got a whole vision for a whole new level to the stuckness. You know what I'm saying? It's different, bro. I'm telling you. I need to produce some young ladies content. It'd be incredible. Tell you what up. Job title, OnlyFans Pink Bits producer. Nah, yo, I'm not gonna cap. Honestly, a lot of OnlyFans creators, the vast majority of them aren't maximizing the quality of the content. Remember, what they're selling is extremely visual content, highly visual. So the better you produce your content, that means better quality 4K pictures, the right angles, you know, the video quality. That's gonna separate them from everyone else. People, you know what I'm saying? It makes a difference. Come on, imagine who wants to watch a flick and you see pixelation on that, bro? You want to see all of that stuff happening. You know what I mean? This is day one without beating my meat. This is day two without beating my meat. This is day one without beating my meat. That just reminded me of all that. Justin, what up? Monica, what up, babe? Yo, for real, would pimp the OnlyFans. I'd turn their whole thing out. It'd be crazy. I kind of like the trailer trash quality. Nah, you know, I get the amateur thing, but I don't know, man. It's different. You know what I mean? It's different. Bro, let me executive produce. Fuck it. Nah, man, because you just trying to smash. You ain't even trying to really work. My man's talking about, I'll be the oil man. Hire me as the oil man, Moon. I'll oil them up real good. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yo, we were up. Yo, IG. Y'all see IG. I know y'all fuck with me because you come to the lives, but what y'all need to do is come over to like the YouTube or join my Discord, because I figured out what we're gonna do is every so often we're gonna do a super ratchet, explicit, adults only theme. Like we did it last night. I streamed for like 7.5 hours last night. We were up till 6 a.m. It was wild. It was a vibe. I got back in my music bag. I was playing like a lot of ladies in my chat and was doing all lady jams, you know, R&B. There was all, boy, listen, if you was in that chat last night, you probably could have shot your shot and probably got, you know what I'm saying, at least slid in the DM. Y'all missing out. What up, Bricks? You're my light on the darkest night. God damn, Solar. Sounds all sentimental. You're gonna propose to me next? God damn, chill, dog. The oil man, for real. I want to join your YouTube, but I'm trying not to get addicted to watching others. I'm like a double voyeur. Come to the dark side, brother. Stop resisting. DK, what up, bro? Yeah, you need to do, yeah. If you guys come over from IG to the YouTube, you can get my Discord link, and that's where we all, like, throughout the day, I'm telling you, and there's a lot of ladies in there talking throughout the day. Y'all can join in the conversation, really cool peoples. And that's how we stay connected while we're not on the lives. You know what I mean? So just want to let y'all know, for those y'all that have been looking for like I always feel like we always are looking for like-minded people and a community to just kick it with. You know what I mean? And if you enjoy the vibe here, then I would just say, man, make the move. You know what I'm saying? Hey, 12, what up, bro? Good to see you. Moon, you ever thought about moving somewhere else besides Chicago? Yes. 10-year plan to have a home in property in Central America. Yeah, I'm Central America. Panama, Costa Rica, or Belize. But I say Panama? Yeah, Panama, Costa Rica, Belize are like my top 3. So then, you know what I'm saying? But your boy be doing broadcasts from the fucking ocean. That's what I'm talking about, Matt. My man. All right, so that's kind of a recap of what went down for me. Busy weekend, but I still kicked it. I did this impromptu thing on Kick. Kick's a new streaming platform. It was, I don't know how many of you are like hip on the streaming world and streamers, but Trainwrecks is kind of like spearheading that, is like the face of it. And his whole thing is trying to make a competitor to Twitch, because listen, if y'all don't know, Twitch takes half of your bread, bro. Imagine you support a creator that you really fuck with, right? And you're like, yo, I want to support you. Here's my sub. I sub for $5, right? Imagine this company takes half your bread, bro, and they don't give you half of anything in return, like in terms of the product. So they created Kick, and they're doing a 95-5 split. So the creator gets 95% of their sub. So it's huge for creators. So I've been toying around with the platform, getting a feel for it, and yeah, we did a stream there last night. I'm still primarily on YouTube though. You know what I mean? Just because of YouTube's discoverability, and it's just the whole ecosystem. Everybody familiar with it, but Kick is going to be the ratchet place. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the ratchet spot where we do ratchet shit, and I talk my ratchet shit. You know what I mean? Panama will be dope as fuck. Costa Rica, very chill. Yeah, even though I know Costa Rica's got a huge American expatriate community, but I still do it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you love the videos. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. I gotta get some new reacts up on my IG this week. I'm hoping after the stream today I'll record some. All right, let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into it. We got a new episode. Can I record? Hold on. I hope this doesn't crash. I'm testing something out here, y'all. Pray for me. All right, it worked. Cool. Oh, what's up, y'all? So we got a new episode of The Cut. College student speed date on the button. Let's see how this goes. Let's jump right into it.
Teach me how to say the button in sign language.
You could do like a circle or just like spell it out. So B-U-T-T-O-N. Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to The Button, speed dating show.
Yo, already out of the gate, yo. It's like he set himself up. All right, let's jump into it.
How's it going? Kyle, what's your name?
Imani.
Imani, nice to meet you. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, a little bit exciting. Your best friend, how would you describe you? Would you say? I'm very curious.
Fun.
Fun? Okay.
I know how to turn up.
Okay.
What year are you?
I'm a senior, so I'm graduating.
In spring?
She's definitely buzzing him. She's definitely buzzing him.
Yeah, your kids in the future, what values would you say you would want to instill in them? Like anything at all, just anything.
Kids?
Yo,
Yeah,
what up?
I mean, obviously,
We're young.
I know, but like in
We're
general, I just
so
want to
young.
know about you. Oh, why did you reject me then?
We're young. I'm not.
Oh, it's lagging pretty bad? Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. Let's stop this. I see it now. Good catch. 1 second. Let's see if that frees up. So I said I'm testing something new, so it might be a little crazy. We're good on IG, I think, right? We should be. You getting it too? All right, hold on. Let me try and fix this, y'all. We got a little bit of an issue on the YouTube side. It's a little crazy right now. Hold on. Let's see here. What up, C's? Nah, it's still looking pretty crazy though. Super crazy lag. We'll get this fixed right now. Hold up. Let's see if that works. UTW, what up? IG, yeah, IG is fine. Yeah, our IG stream is fine. I'm testing something out for the YouTube stream though. You know, I was trying to do something even more like higher quality. So we're just tweaking some stuff out. Let me know if on YouTube is better now. I hit a different setting. See if that works. It's my birthday. Can you say happy birthday to me? My name is Antoine. Antoine, happy birthday, bro. Yeah. Are we good now? Is it straight? I think it's straight. I think we're good. Thumbs up. All right, let's continue. I got a feeling she's gonna boot him out of here though.
Killing kids right now.
Of course not, but.
Dylan.
Nice to meet you. That's cool. Your vibe. The hat and shirt coordination. Okay.
Thank you.
See you.
I'm a little nervous, but
What year are you?
I'm a freshman. What about you?
Oh, you're a baby. I'm a senior.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Imani, she knows sign language.
Nice. Teach me how to say the button in sign language.
Usually, like in sign language, you just like describe things. So you could be
Okay.
like the, and then like you could do like a circle or just like spell it out. So
What up, Q?
B-U-T-T-O-N. Yeah.
Okay.
and you're out of here.
Why'd you reject me?
I think you're really nervous right now.
Yeah, I am.
I
am
You gotta
nervous.
loosen up a little bit.
See,
Yeah, Dylan.
see, fellas, I tell you, how many you guys you're gonna get tired of me telling y'all this, fellas. Confidence. You can look kind of. How would I say this? You don't necessarily have to be a 6-pack, super buff guy. If you just carry confidence, if this guy was a little bit more confident, set up, not, you know what I mean, like this, that is attractive for a woman. They can start to overlook other things physically about you if they see these other qualities, mainly confidence. She already said it right there. You're nervous. Like, you know what I mean? Be confident in how you interact. Be direct in how you speak. Don't stumble over your words. And if you feel like you're gonna, a common issue with guys when you're nervous, you talk too fucking much, right? Instead of saying something like, you know, hey, I really like that. Is that something you're interested in? What do you like? You'll be like, yeah, you know, it's really pretty. So like, do you like that? And you're just stumbling over your words. You sound like an idiot. Keep it short. Be direct in your questions. That way it helps to mitigate you having to talk so much for you to stumble over your words. Be direct, be confident, and you won't be like this guy. Okay? There you go.
Shake it up.
Yeah, like it's okay. It's okay. We're all here. We're all gonna be nervous together. So I'm Imani.
Nico, nice to meet you.
How do you get some of my gear? What do you mean? Oh,
So where are
Jay.
you from?
I live in Seattle.
Oh, really?
At ASU.
Oh, so do I. What year are you?
This is my last year.
What's your major?
Business.
Oh, I'm a business major too.
What category?
Business law.
Oh, okay. I'm business management. Everybody needs a manager sometimes.
Everybody needs a lawyer though,
Yes,
Everybody needs a button.
I guess.
I want to know why someone shouldn't date you.
right? Ladies first.
Like I'm a Cancer. Everyone says they don't like Cancers because we're emotional. What about you?
Maybe because I'm like self-centered. I'm focused on like myself and my goals. I don't pay attention to my phone a lot.
Why'd you reject me?
I don't believe in signs, like the whole astrology signs and everything.
Fair. Well, it was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you though. I'm Nico.
I'm Brittany.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What do you like to do for fun though? Like,
I'll go on a hike. I like to be active. I like to be out and about.
so why shouldn't somebody date you?
If you want to do like all that alcohol and
Yeah.
smoking all that, don't date me. Go ahead and hit that button.
Wait, so
Wait,
you don't
what?
like to party a lot?
It's all right.
She threw in the towel right from the go. She said, listen, I just want to party and get dick down. So, you know what I'm saying? Just get rid of me. And he's, yo, what? What's happening, man? Oh, man.
I'm Kayla.
Nico, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What do you like to do for fun? Like,
I hang out with my friends. I also do.
He's definitely not feeling her.
how you do?
Look, did you see his eyes? He glanced down and looked at her from top to bottom. Like, yeah, this ain't it. Look, watch his eyes. It's real subtle.
How you do?
Yeah.
Fun
Right here.
facts about Kayla. She's done all fun facts.
I hang out with my friends.
Right here, right there. You see his eyes dropped and it came back up. He's like, yeah, what the fuck is she on?
Yeah.
Fun facts about Kayla. She's done all her own tattoos and has over 40.
Wow.
Yeah.
He about to boot. He about
I
to
got
boot her.
like a couple here, but majority of them are on my legs. Yeah, I kind of look like a sketchbook at this point. It's kind of bad.
You're good. Why'd you press the button on me? Though?
I don't know. I'm just not physically attracted. I'm sorry.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice
though.
to meet you as well. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you? What are your tattoos of?
This is a mace.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. To each their own with the tattoos. One thing I do not get is when people, and this looks like a perfect case, have just the most randomest shit tatted on their body, and then it's not even sequenced in a way that would blend and mesh. It's just random. Oh, this open spot. Stick this right here. Oh, look, here's an open spot. Just stick this random thing right here. I don't understand those people. And again, it's their body, all of that. But that shit is, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Why are you just throwing random? It reminds me of like kids when they get the little stickers and they just put the stickers all over their body, and you come in, you walk on them, and they got stickers all in random places. And you're like, what are you doing? I never got that. And even worse, oh man, I'm gonna go there. Even worse, I can't stand this. Pet peeve of mine is women that have like long written sentences on their fucking back, lower back, upper back, rib cage, like in the back of the, you know what I mean? Just anywhere in their back. Because how am I supposed to be hit that shit? You know what I'm saying? Just be up in there. And then as I'm looking down, now I start reading this goddamn paragraph and some scriptures. And now I'm feeling guilty because now I'm reading the Lord's scripture on her back and shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I can't even bust this nut, man. I hate bitches that do that.
Keith Haring.
I love Keith Haring.
Fun fact about Kayla. Kayla is questioning her sexuality.
Respect. I mean, I think sexuality is very fluid, and I think like not everyone should, because I think some people are just straight and that's fine. Yeah. But I think if you're like, oh, maybe I'm not straight, I think you're probably not straight. I think straight people don't really think like that.
No, yeah. If I'm questioning it this like seriously, like
yeah,
I think I'm at least bi or
right.
like pan and like yeah.
Do you feel comfortable in like queer spaces?
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, what school do you go to?
Fun fact, I actually just dropped out. It's not really the path that like leads me to where I want to go.
Where do you want that path to lead you?
I definitely want to work in a tattoo shop.
That's awesome. So you draw?
Yeah.
Even though it's scary to like follow like your passion, especially like being a creative, I think it's like what you gotta do. Oh, yeah. Like if that's what's gonna make you happy, like that's how I feel. Like, what do you like to do?
I like to go to record stores.
I collect records. I collect vinyl records.
Bro, listen, this is just they're hipsters. Okay, they're hipsters.
That's like one of my
hipsters 100%.
I'm most proud of. I have like a couple $1,000s worth of records.
Oh my god! So we're gonna go like record shit.
Oh my god! Let me eat your pussy and we could play records together. Hey yo, I feel like that's where this is going. Oh my god, girl. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Yo, is the YouTube stream good? We good? What if she has a Medusa tattoo in her back? Yeah, no, I ain't trying to smash that, bro. That's too crazy. You know? They doing the most. Doing the most.
Street? Do you know where Easy Street
No,
is?
I haven't gone record shopping up here in Seattle at all.
Okay.
I'm gonna light up red again. If no one presses me, we're gonna send you two on another date.
I'm not gonna press it.
I'm not gonna press it either.
Wow, go us!
Yay!
What if I was like, oh, go us?
I would have cried. I would have
been evil.
Congratulations, you two man.
This episode was whack. Boo. I mean, you know, like I said, they just gonna end up going and scissoring and playing records together. That's how that one ended. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. This girl trying to get with me, but I can't do no Medusa test staring at me. Yeah, like I don't know what people be thinking about with some of these tattoos, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Speaking of ratchet shit, did y'all hear this? Y'all heard this song? Hold up. Y'all heard this song? This is going viral.
I'm out of town, thugging with my round. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown.
Shit. Some days I'm really glad I'm not active in the music industry as much anymore. I really am. I thank God I don't have to play some shit. You know what I mean? I'm thankful as fuck. Jeez. What is happening? Talking about her booty hole brown. I mean, I guess it's to be understood, isn't it? Do you see Tyree's girlfriend talking about how she Paul Walker? Yeah, I saw that. She was trolling, but that was kind of low-key disrespectful, I think. All right, we got some more clips from the Whatever podcast. You know, this shit's kind of crazy. Let's find one we're gonna take a look at here. Let's see. We'll start with this one. Girl drops truth bombs about Western women. Let's see how this.
I'm a huge
I'm sure this is gonna get people triggered. Why not?
At heart, I want undying commitment from the person that I am dating and that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I give that to them and I expect that in return. And I think our society's playing
No
with
cue.
that boundary is ultimately leading to a complete breakdown of healthy relationships. It's why you're seeing the vast majority of Gen Z unhappy in their relationships. It's why we have the lowest marriage rate since America began recording marriage rates in the 1860s, and we have the highest divorce rate as well. So we're unhappy when we're dating. We're not getting married. If we do get married, we end up getting divorced. And as a result, Pew Research has found that our generation is just taking ourselves off the market entirely. We decided it's not even worth it. So I think that's a huge component.
Are you talking about that recently released data from Pew? I mean, there's a whole bunch of data points, but the big one that I took from it was, I think it was comparing men and women between the ages of 18 to 29, and they found that women between the ages of 18 to 29 were twice as likely to be in relationships than men in that same age group.
But interesting study. So the first one that I referenced, the majority of Gen Zers, if you are in a relationship, you are unhappy. I think the figure from Pew, if I'm remembering correctly, and obviously I don't have it right in front of me, was about 73% of us who are dating are unhappy, really unhappy in our relationships. Those of us who aren't dating are intentionally not putting ourselves on the dating market for either casual or committed relationships. But the study that you're referencing was fascinating. That came out a few weeks ago. That women our age are more likely to be in relationships than men, which makes you think.
Wait. If there's more women dating and not enough men, that means they're dating themselves, right? They're just dating themselves?
Who is everybody dating at the end of the day? If the women aren't dating the men, then how did that statistic end up coming?
Well, they're dating. Okay, here, look. There two things. They're dating other women, so there's an increase in lesbian relationships. That's based off of if you start looking at, right, if guys ain't involved in this, then that leads you to that conclusion. And the other thing, which is highly probable, is a lot of women are dating the same men. A lot of women are dating the same men. That one's gonna hurt. But that study leads to that. Remember, I talked about it on my other on the MoonDawg channel on my, about the study that came out just a few weeks back. About 63% of men under 30 are not dating. They're staying out of the dating. It's over 10% increase since 2019. That's huge. A lot of guys under 30 aren't active in a dating field. They're staying single by choice. They're choosing to remain single. So if they're given these numbers that more women under 30 are dating, they're either dating more women, so a lot more lesbian relationships, or they're just dating the same guy. You know what I mean?
What crosses my mind is, I think there's perhaps two explanations. One, women in that age group are dating older men, 30 to 40. But I think the bigger thing is that women are maybe think they're in a relationship or are in a relationship, and they're sharing
the guy,
higher quality guys. So, and there's this concept called hypergamy. Women are all chasing after the top tier of men. So a lot of women are happier sharing a top tier guy than settling for a guy that's actually on their level.
So,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I agree with you. I think I made like a TikTok the other day that was like, get yourself an average man, ladies, or something like that, because like the majority of your audience, I would say, is average males, right? We're like,
there's some Chads.
Well,
there's
yeah,
some Chads
but
for sure.
But it's very it's like what, less than 5% of men are making like $100,000 a year in America or something like that. Like it's really low. So
most people are average.
Yeah, just average. Like, so I think we need to normalize the fact that like, if you get in a relationship, he doesn't have to be making the same or more money than you, right? Because that's true equality and like equity, or whatever, however you want to phrase it. It's about what you give to the relationship. And so whether that means that you're a stay-at-home mom and he's out there working full-time, or vice versa, it's about like everybody doing their part, whether you're man or woman, whatever role you want to play. So.
Yeah, but here's the problem is that you basically, what you have going on in the dating marketplace is average women don't want average guys.
I'm encouraging them to. That's what my podcast is about.
Call me crazy. Why wouldn't average women just decide to stop being average ourselves and raise the standards for what we expect from the men that we're dating?
Sorry, explain that one more
Rather than settling for an average guy, why wouldn't we just demand more from the men that we're dating?
Because it's very hard for some
that.
people to take.
Control men. Men respond extremely well to boundaries. They do psychologically. If you set a boundary for a man, either intentionally or unintentionally, he will honor that boundary. For example, if you let him continue getting away with cheating on you and being half in, half out of a relationship, being a situationship for months upon months upon months without ever committing to you or wanting to put a label on things, that's a boundary that you've set, saying it's acceptable for me to be treated that way. Why wouldn't we as women, actual feminism, I suppose, to be theoretical about this, demand more from the men that we're spending our lives with?
I agree. And I think, like, here's where the problem lies, right? Men end up leaving because if that girl that's demanding respect and demanding boundaries, now she becomes high maintenance to them. This is, again, I'm speaking anecdotally, but I've heard this from men before. Now she becomes high maintenance, so they're leaving and they're going to find somebody that just says yes all the time.
So what if we all did it? I hear all the time, all men want are sex.
That would never happen. That would never happen. That would never happen. That's the reason why they label some women pick-me's, because they're the ones that will buck at what the majority of women are trying to do and be like, no, like, I'm going to do things to keep my man happy, and they're happy. So that wouldn't work.
All men want is sex. All men want is sexual partners. What if we as women just said, we're not okay with that anymore. We want more. Wouldn't that force men to rise to that occasion? And similarly, men who might be listening to this, you should be going after women who expect those boundaries, because a rising tide lifts all ships, and that's going to improve.
Well, the genie's out of the bottle. I mean, I think we can say in an ideal world, wouldn't it be fantastic if we did away with hookup culture? And I think that is desirable, but I don't think,
Wait, chat. Who do you think created the hookup culture? Who do you think created it and has allowed it to flourish to where it's gotten? Any thoughts on that? I'm curious. What do you guys think? Women looking at their brainwash. If she ain't worth it, men will leave. Oh yeah, for sure. That's kind of what the chick in the pink said, which is a guy would just dip out, like, hey, and just go and do his thing, like whatever. We got some women. Okay. We're tracking.
I think the culture war has honestly been lost to decadence and degeneracy. So
there's no hope.
I mean,
lost.
I think the culture war has been lost because you have
couples said men started it, women made it worse, and Enrique said men. Can you guys explain how men created hookup culture?
Academia, you have journalism, you have the mainstream media, which is all basically very, and without really going so much into politics, it's very left-leaning. Every single university in the country has a feminist studies, a gender studies, a women's studies program. I mean, now this is getting into men's rights. There's no equivalent men's studies or men's rights thing in education.
I see that.
We're 2 blocks away from UCSB, University of California, Santa Barbara. It's frequently ranked the #1 party school in the U.S. Major hookup culture here, and I would say across most universities and colleges there is a major hookup culture, and then beyond college there's a major hookup culture where it's just casual sex, situationships, all this stuff.
But here's the thing: is at that age and point in your life, people are just trying to figure out what's going on. It's your first foray into being an adult. It makes sense. I don't even think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think it's to be expected. Who's really trying to create a whole new thing when you're just trying to get through college, and then once you're out of college, find and start your career? Because I don't even know what the numbers are, but it's a pretty high percentage of graduates that end up going into a field of work that they didn't even major in because they can't find work in the field that they were majoring in. So they go into some other field of work. Like you're trying to figure things out, get established as plant your roots as an adult. So the convenience of having something that fits into what your lifestyle, because right now you're trying to do this, get acclimated. And what I'm saying is it makes sense. And I don't think it's necessarily It's bad, but
I don't think, I really think it's going to be a challenge to walk that back. I don't see
Okay, so
how.
how about instead of walking it back, we as a generation and as a society acknowledge we are at the end of our rope, that we've never struggled more as a society from a cultural perspective than we are right now, despite living in arguably the most progressive and advanced society ever. We're miserable. So much so that a third of us as women in our teenage years and a significantly higher portion of men in their young adult years say we don't even want to be here at all. So maybe rather than walking back, we choose a new path forward.
Well, but so, and you consider yourself pretty conservative, right?
Yeah,
So
secret's out. I'm extremely conservative.
Yeah.
Shocker.
I mean, one thing that occurred to me is, I mean, social media and dating apps. I think that these are majorly at the forefront of hookup culture, all this stuff. So government intervention, like how do you unwind the damage that social media and dating apps has done?
Well, that's the problem. You can't unwind, in my opinion. And this is the really hard reality of where we go from here. I work a lot with generations older than us, and I cannot tell you how often every day I hear Gen Z is beyond all hope. Gen Z is destroying America. Your generation will be the end of us. When in reality, somebody else built this world that we have grown up in and have really struggled to come into adulthood in, and now has been dropped in our laps, and we have no idea what to do with it moving forward.
But here's the thing. I would say, when it comes to Gen Zers, what's so unique about that generation, and I guess the argument can be made that every generation, there was something unique about it, right? Because with each generation, the times changed, right? So, you know, if you were born during the World War generation, then the generation after that, I'm sure that people that were in their 20s during the 70s and 80s in that disco era and all that, I'm sure their parents looked at them and like, oh my God, this country's going to hell. All these people in the discos doing cocaine and having orgies. It's over. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that there's always a constant cycle, like a generational gap where the grandparent generation looks down at the grandchildren generation and is like, oh, it's all doom and gloom. But what I will say that I think is unique about the Gen Z generation is that they were born with social media, with all these algorithms, as addictive as they are and all this stuff. They didn't even, at least like an 80s baby, I'm an 80s baby, at least people that were born in the 80s and some of that 90s, that straddled the 90s, maybe up to mid 90s or whatever, that still had a life before social media ever rolled in. Like, we knew what it was like. At least we have like that basis to like touch the ground and remember that. Like, Gen Zers have grown up and this is all they know. This is all they know. All they know is likes, shares, thumbs up. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? I remember growing up as a kid, we'd be up and down the block playing. A lot of times parents now don't even want their kids to go outside for anything. So they're buried inside on their iPads, iPhones. So I that's what I think is uniquely different about Gen Z generation, that generally speaking, I think there's that disconnect, that human interaction disconnect. Everything's done through social media, through an app, through a phone, through a screen, and there isn't so much of those bonds. That's so important for human beings as a whole, to have those bonds with other people, that connections, physical. And it doesn't, when I say physical, I'm not saying sexually. I'm just literally your family, right? You need a hug, that the physical touch, the being around people in real life. These are all things that feed our beings. And we just see how social media and apps and all these things make people more and more disconnected, ironically, when it's supposed to be a social app. How, you know what I mean? It's so contradictory. That's the interesting part about all of this. And that's why I would say that Gen Z, that's what I think makes Gen Z so unique, is they just came up in the digital web age. You know what I mean? That's it. That's their world. Everything revolves around it. Every day we stay further from the light of God. Here we go. Well, I do agree with you about how online dating is part to blame, but you got to remember that most dating sites, The power is all in the woman's hands. Oh yeah. But you also got to take it a step further with these dating apps. This is why I tell guys, don't fuck with those dating apps. A lot of that shit, the apps themselves, they've been caught. There's been stories on this. A lot of these apps purposely use bots to keep you engaged, to make you think you have a shot. So what happens is like, let's say you sign up for whatever app, you know, and you pay the subscription fee to have more access, to be able to send a message to women, yada, yada, right? That's what they do. They're selling you on the idea of access to a woman or a woman. Now, if you're not getting any kind of attraction at all, they've actually found that some of these companies they have bots on their platform, and this beautiful woman starts to like your pic and all this stuff. They're just baiting you along. You see where I'm going at with this? And they string you along, and they're using bots to keep you engaged to prevent you from giving up and then canceling your subscription, all that stuff. Never use that shit, man. Those apps are so trash. So trash. I don't really get why so many guys are on that. It's really not designed for us. It is designed for women, and they by and large have all the power in that space. So you're just there fumbling around trying to get some kind of motion going, and nothing. You know what I mean? I think the entertainment industry in Hollywood definitely has a strong influence on hookup culture. You know, the interesting thing is this, right? It comes down to the chicken and an egg. Is it life imitating art, or is it art imitating life? And you can argue that all day in circles, you know? Perfect example, Cardi and Megan, WAP, right? Got that wet ass pussy. If our society wasn't already overly sexualized, and then people wasn't already kind of out here doing that type of shit, would that song have really you know what I mean, had the impact it did, resonate as much? I think that was just art imitating life. Can make the argument for that. Taking it back even further, last night during the stream on Kick, on our Ratchet late night stream, MoonDawg After Dark, kick.com/djmoondawglive, y'all, if you want to go for the Ratchet streams. I do that. We'll do that like once a week, maybe. Anyway, I played Akinelli, Put It In Your Mouth. Just put it in your mouth. This is back in the 90s. Again, I don't think we were as sexual in the 90s as we are now. But like, you know, it was motherfuckers were still getting it in. So I you know, it's interesting. By the way, Fuji, what's up, man? Fuji, come on over to the YouTube side. Never had the bot problem with dating sites, just the no response issue. It's even worse, dog. That's even worse. It's amazing how tech makes the world smaller but keeps everyone further apart. Well, yeah. It's the algorithms. It's the algorithms. Remy, what up, man?
Forward. Technology is a quintessential experience of what our day-to-day life is like, what reality is.
Slide on the YouTube side. That's where we really at.
Like, it involves our school, our jobs, our dating relationships, our sex is happening online. Let's just be totally honest. We've had a really long conversation about that on this podcast. I don't know that you can walk it back. I think we as a society would have to come to a cultural conversation point and change minds and culture from the inside out, rather than regulatory measures to do that, by saying, this is not working. We need to do more. I sound crazy that I'm like one of the only people in my own life that has never downloaded a dating app, nor have I ever wanted to. I've never had a desire to. I don't seek out opportunities to watch adult content. I don't surround myself with opportunities to do that because I've set a different standard for my life and encourage the other people in my life to do that as well. Imagine if we all banded together, regardless of politics, where everybody is seeking to divide us on this issue, and start today by saying, this is not working. Generation Z is falling apart at the seams, and clearly our dating life is a great place to start that needs more help than almost any other aspect of our culture. What can we do differently, returning to traditional values, but in a new way that would take us to a stronger future?
I don't know how you go to traditional values in a new way. That's contradictory. It's traditional is traditional. It's either you go traditional or you don't. So what she said was nice up until the last part. It's contradictory. You can't go traditional in a new way. What would that look like? What does traditional in a new way mean? That don't make sense. Ghost, what up? You know what I'm saying? Could be worse. The amount of times I've tried having conversations with girls on Tinder and they couldn't send more than one-word replies was far more infuriating. No, I'll be honest. Here, you know what? If I had to kind of pin it down, in my experience, a lot of women, in my experience, I'm speaking from a majority here, are shit at carrying a conversation. And it's almost as if the prettier the chick, right, the less you get. Because, like, what they got to offer? They're just really offering their looks. And I've had some pretty boring ass conversations like, yo, you look amazing, but like you're killing me. Like there's nothing inside that brain. It's all tits and ass. And like that's cool because I'm gonna fuck you and it's fine. But like there would never be a movement past that. That's already put her in the fucking dump box situation. You know what I'm saying? But that's definitely frustrating when you run into someone that can't hold a conversation.
I don't think it can be undone, honestly. I think it's just going to be the status quo. I mean, you have the basically the destruction of the nuclear family. That's gone. You have feminism.
It's not gone yet.
Well,
people are attempting to.
It's not gone, but I mean, isn't it the majority of people are being raised in single mother households?
People say it's acceptable. The majority of Americans say it's acceptable for people.
Well, that in the study of single mother households, I mean, you're like 75% or something like that more likely to drop out of high school, like, you know, more percentage like to go or get arrested, like all that kind of stuff. Like single mother households are like not good for kids. They're just not. I understand there's circumstances where some men leave and there's nothing you can do about it, but that's the thing, like that's why I'm divided on that issue, because if we make this general statement like, you know, keep the nuclear family together, but if he leaves, how is it her fault, you know? And then you could say like, well, she picked a bad guy, but
right. Well, there are ideal and unideal circumstances,
right,
for sure. But I guess just more generally, not pigeonholing ourselves in the single parent household conversation, I'm curious what all of you would say. Do you think that our generation is happy? Do you think that we're thriving? Do you think that this progressive society that we've spent so many decades trying to build a utopia to live in is working?
I don't think any like previous generations were either happy. I wouldn't say happy either. Like obviously Gen Z's like hookup culture, blah, blah, blah. They're so blindsided by that, but it's because it's just like occupying them. Like living in a college town, living here in Isla Vista, I go out, I see people have meaningless hookups, all this stuff. But to them, it just like, that's what college to them is about. And that is kind of like ingrained into their minds from previous generations of people too.
So how do we stop it?
We can't.
Yeah, I want to have faith that we can like do a drastic turnaround, but I don't think it is. The internet in itself, there's so much privacy of what somebody could do on their phone anyway, that like, I think we're too far gone, honestly.
I also genuinely believe that people don't care anymore.
Yeah, well, I think one big issue is, so let's talk a little bit about divorce too. So I think there's really two solutions to the divorce issue. Is either so men are disincentivized to get married because of the financial risks that are involved. And, you know, men are waking up to the fact that 50% of marriages end in divorce, 80% of marriages are 80% of divorces are initiated by women. So one of two things or both things have to happen. Either we as a society, we need to re-stigmatize getting divorced, which right now there's no longer any social stigma. There used to be. There's no longer any social repercussions to getting divorced. That's not going to happen. So the only thing that can happen is we need to change the marriage laws to re-incentivize men to want to get married. So there can no longer be, and that might come to the detriment of some women, because a woman who does fully sacrifice her career to raise a family, there is to some degree a legitimate argument to be made.
Yeah, I agree with that.
To continue supporting her in the event of a divorce. However,
I do agree. If you wifed up, if you're a man and you wife a woman, marry a woman, you know, and you have the agreement that I'm going to provide and you just take care of home, and she does it for 10 plus years, she's taken herself out of the workforce. It's going to be extremely difficult for her to come back into it after a split. You got to be responsible for that as a man. I do agree with that aspect of it. there's other parts to the whole divorce portion though, where that I would probably say need to be reformed, because what he's saying here is absolutely true. A lot of guys, more and more guys are realizing like, yo, why get married? I put all my assets at risk, you know, everything. And let's be honest, the vast majority of divorces are, it's a very emotional, taxing. People can get fucking vindictive. I'm not just saying that women either. Guys can be very vindictive in divorces as well. And it can get really ugly. I'm sure we've all either seen a family member go through it or know of someone that's gone through a bitter breakup divorce, and it's ugly. I wouldn't wish that. Honestly, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. That's just a whole nother level of stress and drama and expensive. So a lot of men, and I talk to men regularly, a lot of guys are like, man, I'm kind of straight on marriage. I'd rather just live with a woman and just kind of cohabitate. That's what a lot more men are going for. You know what I mean? And it's an interesting prospect, because if you got a guy telling you, say, listen, I'm riding with you, I'm with you, I love you, we're going to live together, we're going to do all this stuff together, I'm going to give you everything but the marriage before the state. I'll even go and give you the marriage before God, but I will not go before the court and have that shit legitimized in law, because now there's that whole side of it. I really wonder how women will respond to that. I'm really curious, because it's like, you get everything. He's giving you everything. He's being there for you, supporting you. He's going to take care of you, yada, yada. He loves you. He's giving you everything but the court document saying that you're married. Would women sign that? Would women go along with that? I'm really curious. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Maya? Appreciate that. Thank you. Make me blush. I think somebody else asked me a question on IG. If you're on IG, y'all, I'm reading the YouTube chat, which is a lot easier. Slide on over to YouTube, come sub up, join over there. We're almost at 50 members, y'all. We're creeping up on there. So if you want to support your boy, if you enjoy the content, consider becoming a member. Get some perks in the process. DJ MoonDawg Live on YouTube. Let's continue.
I mean, I don't want to get too far down that. There are some arguments to be made there. There are definitely arguments for child support, because it's for the benefit of the child. However, the way it's currently is, women are incentivized to get divorced because there's a financial reward,
and they can use the child to get the money, and then they live off of that. And they're not, you know, again, we've talked about this. When you have these outlandish child support for $5,000 a month, bro, ain't no kid costs five bands a month. They just don't. They don't. You know what I'm saying? These are all things that men's rights activists, so it's a thing called MRA, men's rights activists, are adamant about. This is the one part with the men's rights that I do agree with, is when it comes to men's rights in terms of divorces and child support. They get it so bad. Wayne, what up? No, I'm not on the radio, bro. Left in 2020. Technically, this is kind of like my radio show if you think about it, in a way. Do you agree with common law marriage? Common law gets you so far, though. Yeah, I get the concept of common law marriage. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there'll be some guys out there, because in some places I think it's like 6 years or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. But can you imagine some guys is like, they getting up on that 1 year? All right, yeah, I'm going to leave you. I'll be back next year, just to avoid the common law. You know what I'm saying? Prenups is such a bad rap, but you guys can create your own prenup. I would definitely sign a prenup after having a lawyer read it, but I would also have my own. You can. The thing about that too, Kristen, though, is some states, that shit doesn't even matter. I think California might be actually good about that, but there are some states where those prenups, they might not even hold. So then there's that issue, and I guess that could be state specific. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Kesh?
So you never sign a contract with someone who is rewarded for breaking it, and if the male's the breadwinner, the woman's not, and there's a dispute in the relationship, it can be very tempting to be like, well, if I divorce him, I get this much money and I don't have to deal with him anymore. So I think that probably, the marriage laws have to be rewritten. However, Go ahead.
I was going to say, so the law doesn't specifically say, you know, women get all the money in divorce, right? It says whoever is making the most income is getting alimony.
So yes, if the woman's, you're right. If the woman's the breadwinner, then she gets divorced. If she gets divorced, then she might be paying alimony payments to the men. However, the stats also further show, I think it's like 97. It's either 90 or 97% of alimony payments go from men to women. So there's that, and then
Zenitsu donated $99.99.
Yo, thank you, man.
Hello, Brian. You're a legend. Keep up the work. Do you think making $1 million a month can get me almost any girl in America? Dubai oil geek / prince, by the way.
You're a oil geek prince, by the way. Hold on, I got something for you.
I drink your milkshake.
Favorite movie.
I drink it up.
Yo, thank you, man. What was it? $1 million a month? He said, $1 million a month. We'll get you any girl in the U.S. I think you need more than just money. Yeah, you need more than just money in the U.S. You need the entire package in the U.S. I think. Okay, so to bring it back, we were talking about marriage.
Well, let's see what Rika said. If there's documentation put in place for legal reasons, medical, financial, etc., it's fine. If not, then the partner has no say when it comes to medical financial issues. Oh, I might have missed what that context was. What's up, Fuji? Nice to see you over here.
So, divorce. Oh yeah, 97% of alimony payments go from men to women. So, but in addition to that, even if whether it's the man's the breadwinner, the woman's the breadwinner, there's a bias in the court system against men. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if they've done studies on this, but I'd be curious to say if even in situations where the woman's the breadwinner, if there's a little more leniency, perhaps men are less likely to seek alimony. I'm not entirely sure on all those details, but there's 100% of bias in family court systems when it comes to child custody and when it comes to alimony.
Well, I think it depends on where you live, right? Like if you're living in a predominantly conservative area in America, it's like Mississippi or like places where, I'll just say women's reproductive rights aren't legal. I think they usually side with the men. Like
no.
What?
Honestly, in some ways, this is like kind of a
conservative. I think the conservative states are even worse. Have it harder. They hold guys. They really stick it to guys. I believe.
Advanced take on this. Feminism and conservatives have a few things in common. Women need to be protected. Like there are. It's a different. I'm not sure exactly how to articulate this, but. Whatever state you're in, there's a bias against men in the court system. Doesn't matter what state. It's worse in liberal states, but there is a bias against men in the court system.
So I agree. Like, I grew up with a single dad for a little bit, right? My mom was like, she had her own issues, and so I had a very strong relationship with my dad. My dad's like my best friend. So. Oh, is there?
It's about to come in. So.
So yes. So he got screwed over by the court system plenty of times. He tried to file a no contact order against her, all this kind of stuff. Got denied. So I agree that there's like a stigma, but I don't agree with any extremes for anything.
Well, that was a pointless edit at the end. What the fuck? Interesting. That was an interesting conversation. I do want to see this one though. I think I just saw it pop up there. Hold on. Where's it at? Why is this chick looking like Ice Spice over here? What is this about? Any other final thoughts on that one before we keep moving?
Just really quick.
130 plus body count, y'all. You ready for this one? Y'all ready for this one? Shay, what up, baby? Just listening while working on my car. Sounds good, C's. Listen to shit like a podcast.
That if my past predicted my future, why wouldn't I relapse? Like that doesn't make any sense. People can change. We're human beings. We have issues. My ex also sold drugs in his past, but does that make him like a bad person today? No. People make mistakes. So I don't know.
Are you referencing the fact?
Let's see what Fuji said. Fuji said marriage is a social construct, and if folks can figure out a way to work Work a way to ensure the same rights as being married. There's definitely a route that can be traveled. Yeah. My thought process here with this is that one, I generally don't like the government being involved in family private affairs. And honestly, if we're going to go even further, that's actually a Republican principle. Like that's, you know, if you look at one of their core principles, that is, believe it or not, a very Republican belief. They don't want big government, and they don't want government interfering in private life and private sector. And I do like that in principle, right? Like, who wants Big Brother? You know what I mean? I don't want the government. No one here wants the government telling you what to do in your home, bro, right? I think we can all fucking agree. So I guess in one way, I just proved that all of us are slightly Republican. Oh shit! Hey yo, we're all slightly Republican, low key. All right. Now that we dropped that bomb, that being said, listen, I'm of the thought here that if I'm rocking with you, if I'm helping you support, we've got something going, and we're moving forward together. Like, why do you got to go do all this other shit? Why you got to go do all this, you know, do the whole marriage thing? I don't. I can tell you as a man, I don't see the value in it for all of these reasons that they're talking about. You know, it's a liability. You know what I mean? Extremely.
That you have a high body count?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's just my
opinion. People can change, but because of your high body count and your previous sexual addiction, that might be a reason or reasons why a man might want to disqualify you or preclude pursuing you because of that.
And that's fine. That's their personal preference. But if you're going to use my past against me and say that, you know, like, I can no longer emotionally connect with a man because I've done this, and this with however many people, that's just not true. I feel like when I look at a man that I'm in love with, to this day, I still feel, I just, personal experience, I just don't feel that way.
But the thing is that, I mean, sure, that could be the case, but I mean, there's studies on this. CDC did the study on this. I mean, the more premarital sexual partners you've had, the greater likelihood of infidelity, the greater likelihood of reporting relationship dissatisfaction, the greater likelihood of divorce, greater likelihood of STD, greater likelihood of, let's see, what else? You have a more difficult time pair bonding. So,
right. So, but did they do that study with women that were consistently sleeping with multiple men, or did they do that study with women that like slept with like 50 dudes like 1 year and then they held off for like 2 years straight? Because I feel like the longer as time goes on, my body's kind of like reset itself. It's like I'm getting sober again. You know what I mean? I'm finally seeing with like a clearer head and not having to.
She said after I did 130 dicks, my body's reset. Her pussy resets. That's fucking funny, actually. They cut the show because it's called whatever, meaning people use the word keep you hanging. Okay. Until the partner gets sick and you have no rights over the medical care because you're not legally married. That's an easy resolution, Rican. It's just a power of attorney. You can do it. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's a power of attorney. You can literally do everything. There's a way to go about it, even if you're not legally married, to still have the authority and the power, you know, power of attorney, yada, yada, yada. Fuji said, like, for instance, some medical insurance policies don't require being married. You can set up retirement plans, etc., because retirement and Social Security is important. Yeah. You could set up trusts. There's a workaround. There's literally a workaround for all the things you would get as a benefit. Honestly, the only real benefit for marriage is the tax benefits. That's it. But in terms of like insurances and medical and powers of attorney, you can set up living trusts and, you know, set up estates and, you know, make beneficiaries. You can work around all these other things by going this other route. I didn't even know she for real trying to sell the born again virgin line to us all. Talking about relapsing when it comes to the D is crazy. For real.
Sexualize everybody all the time, because I sexualize women just as much as I did men. Like, it was always a competition thing, right? Because I was trying to have sex. So, but regardless, you know what I mean?
Got you, Rican. Okay.
Well, I don't know if this is.
I didn't read it like that. No,
This just occurred to me, so I don't know if it's a perfect analogy. But you mentioned, well, what if, you know, how soon after the promiscuity, so to speak, did they do the study? I'm not sure on that, but this might not be an apt analogy. I think take cigarette smokers, for example. So if someone's just constantly smoking every single day, and then you do a study on their lungs or something, this might not even make sense. You do a study on their lungs and they just smoked a pack yesterday, maybe there's going to be something there. But then if they cease smoking, say for 2 years, I think there is some degree of regeneration that your lungs can undertake. However, your lungs will still be fucked up. There's some permanent damage there that's not going to be undone.
Yo, he just basically politely said your pussy's beat the fuck up. And it might slightly repair itself, but it's pretty much trashed. Oh, shit. Get that shit out of here, dog. That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, and listen, again, I'm not looking for a high value man. You know what I mean? I would probably find somebody within my league, like somebody who's in recovery, somebody who knows how, even then, like some people still can't understand sex addiction. They don't even think it's a real thing, but like somebody who's in that field. So I think generally in life, people date within their leagues. I don't think men date down or anything like that. But
actually, well, I would say men do date.
I don't think
date down.
Well, why are like models marrying with athletes, and like why are celebrities marrying celebrities? You know what I mean?
Wait, no, she's so dumb. She's so dumb. All right, an athlete, even if an athlete marries a model bitch, he's still dating down. You guys follow me on this? Because this is what it is. If he's an athlete, entertainer, rap, or whatever, he's got money, he's got influence, he's got notoriety, he's got clout, he's got assets, he's got everything. He's got all the stuff that are sought after, generally speaking, by women, right? She might be fine, but it's just she's a arm piece. You know what I'm saying? She's not gonna have the same income that he has. She's not gonna have the same status and all that stuff. Guys typically date down.
Or models marrying presidents, or you could say,
what model married a president? This bitch is lost. She's so lost.
People date generally within their social class or league.
Well, I mean, generally speaking, I say men date across and down socioeconomic hierarchies. Women date across and up socioeconomic hierarchies. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just my opinion.
Not only date, but men will sleep down. Most women won't sleep down.
Yeah, men will sleep down for sure. But I don't know.
Men date down too.
I don't think so. Men date down?
Yeah.
No.
It's way harder for men to get women than the reverse.
I'll tell you, I've flirted with guys that I know are out of my league, and they don't want anything to do with me.
Yeah.
So they don't date down.
Well, it's not a guarantee.
They probably
that
smash. No, those guys would definitely smash. 3 a.m. Got no other options. They would definitely smash.
Are going to, but I would say generally speaking, men will date down.
Are you talking about social class or attractiveness?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Men definitely date down social class.
You could argue that.
A man who's a doctor, a man who's an attorney will date a barista. A female attorney, a female doctor, she's probably not looking a barista's way.
She wants an equivalent or better.
I don't know.
Attractiveness, that's a bit. I'd say men still date down on that realm.
Oh, Trump?
No way, dude. No,
forgot about
Ryan. You can't be pulling my leg like that.
Well, here
I think they'll screw down. I think they'll screw what you know how many I've had Instagram male models drive all the way up from LA to my house to come get it on with me. What? But would he ever date me? No.
Okay, that's a fair point. Yes.
Right.
A lot of men will sleep points down. Mm-hmm. If you think of their equivalent attractiveness level, they'll sleep down for sure. But you're right that in terms of getting commitment from that guy, no.
What is she so lost about?
Yeah,
it's not a hard concept.
So yes, you're right. But I would say, but here's the thing though, is women don't sleep down looks either, generally speaking. For I would say, and look, there's outliers. Some chick might be drunk and she hooks up some.
Well, she will if she's in a guy, right? If she has an
so a guy can make up for it in other ways through status, money, and personality. So if charismatic, men can make up for their bad looks in other ways. Whereas I think women, you know, even if you got a great
This is
person.
what we talked about, guys. You got to, that's where your confidence, grooming yourself, make sure you look clean cut. You know what I mean? When I mean clean cut, I don't mean like shave your face, but I'm just saying, if you have a beard, trim your beard, you know, take care of your hygiene. That helps to offset if you're not graced to be a Giga Chad or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Personality, it's not going to shift that much in terms of the kind of sexual pull that or relationship pull that you can get from men. However, for a woman to sleep with a guy, he needs to be at least attractive enough.
Yo, Benji, I appreciate that, brother.
Consider being in a relationship with him.
Much love, bro. I'm glad.
At least
I got more bangers coming this week, bro.
Physically attractive enough.
Oh, yeah, I agree there.
He has to at least be physically attractive enough for her to consider being in a relationship with. Whereas for men, it's the opposite. Men will sleep with women in terms of their physical appearance that they would never consider being in a relationship with.
Right, but you said that men date down as far as women's appearance, and I said
they still do, because some men, like, men don't have a lot of options. So women sleep with who they want, men sleep with who they can. So, and a lot of guys in the space
sleep or date.
Well, a lot of guys in this space say women control access to sex, men control access to relationship.
Right.
I disagree with that. Only the top tier men control access to relationships. Women still have the power in both of those because most men, like a lot of men, really struggle to get women, whether that's even to sleep with or
even get a relationship.
The computer's going to go black. Don't worry about it. Whether that's to sleep with or to get a relationship with.
Right.
What up, lovely?
But at the same time, like, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
It's all good.
Yeah, you can come back to me. Sorry.
Did you want to come in on something?
Yeah, I feel like that goes both ways. Like,
what does?
Speaking for all of us, like, for example, like, you're not gonna walk up to a not that pretty girl and talk to her.
As a guy?
As a guy, yeah.
Have you heard of 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
I mean, but like,
yo, this is where she's a pretty young lady. This is where her pretty privilege is showing. She's disconnected. All right. I've seen this so many times at the end of the night in the club when I'm finishing the set, and it ain't nothing but fucking the last minute ditch from some of the guys to bag something to go home with. And the lights came on and they're, you know, it's got the drunk goggles on and they just going. I'm like, man, if they was sober right now, they wouldn't be shooting the shot at who they're shooting the shot at right now. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it so much. She's clueless. Fuji said, I don't think there's one clear-cut answer, and not all people who have sex are having sex for the same reason. Well, I'm trying to understand that part. I mean, if you're having sex, you're having sex because you want to have sex and hopefully bust a nut, right? So maybe you can expand on what you mean by that. What up, Wyatt?
No, I mean, well,
but like relationship wise, okay, hookup wise, maybe yeah, but relationship wise, you're not going to like be at a bar and walk up to an ugly girl trying to be in a relationship with her. You're gonna walk up to the prettiest girl that you see in the bar, going for girls too. You're gonna walk up to the most attractive guy you see in the bar. Like everything first, initially, I believe, is based off appearance.
Okay, it is true. I talked about this before. Let me put you onto this, y'all. All right, this was done. There was a documentary on the sex experiment. You remember the name of it? Was it the? No, what was it called? Someone remind me what was the name of it. We put it up a while ago. They did this study, this test. And the idea here is they had everyone put on like those full body suits, like they're like green colored or whatever. I think in this experiment they were all blue, so they all put on blue body suits, and then they put on the little swimming cap on to basically hide their physical features and their frames, so it was kind of loose on them. So everybody kind of looked like everyone looked like a Foot Locker employee, right? You really can't tell their body shape and all that, because it's kind of like that, right? So then what they did was they stuck a number from 1 to 10 on each person's, you know, there's 10 guys and 10 women. They put 1 through 10 on everyone's head. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. There's that. And then the professor, the scientist guy was like, all right, your goal is to match with the highest number possible. And so boom, he gave him like 2 minutes. And so these people are walking around, they're going up and they're purposely trying to look for the highest number. They would reach out with a hand, and if they shook their hand, they would pair and they would go off. and the results were pretty fucking amazing. Not because it was anything what we wouldn't expect. It was because it reaffirmed this whole idea that we all have a fucking invisible number on our forehead. It's a reality. When everybody says I'm a 10 or I'm a this or I'm a that, you can believe that shit all day in your head, but what matters is the number that everyone else looks at you and has up here on your head. And it may vary, but I think that generally speaking, there's going to be, if you took 100 people and you asked what number would that person be, there'd be a common number everyone shared. So what happened in the study was after they did that, they found that numbers paired really closely to each other. So for example, the guy that was a 10 or the woman that was a 10 matched with a guy that was a 9, and the guy that was a 10 matched with the girl that was a 9, and then the 5 matched with like a 6, and then the 1 was with a 2. And it demonstrated that in our society we have these invisible numbers. When you run up to somebody, we all know if someone's out of our league, and we're talking about strictly from a physical look, not because it takes anything away from your character and your person. We're just talking about straight looks. We all know when someone's like, yo, they're fucking smoking hot or whatever else, right? So this whole experiment, I remember it's on YouTube. I can't remember the name of it. I'll try and search up it again, but it's really interesting to watch, and you see this whole thing play out. But that's kind of what this is talking about right here. This whole idea that, you're running up to somebody out of your league, but we all tend to essentially meet someone that's within our range, if you will.
Disagree. Like when you say the guys go up to the most attractive girl, I actually think it's kind of more like the average, maybe like above average girls that actually get the most attention, because most guys see like the really, really, really hot girl, and some guys actually might be like, I got no chance.
Well,
so they're actually the girls who are like 7s and 6s, and like, bro, those are the girls that are putting up numbers for sure.
Yeah. Well, I guess just like what's attractive to you, like as a person.
Yeah, but I mean, I think, and actually I think women can make up for it, their looks in some ways, and that's by being feminine, submissive. Like if a girl like can bring you peace, I think most men would sacrifice on the looks front if she brings you peace.
I agree
she's
with
feminine, she's submissive. So I think a lot of men would like, I think you ask most men, would you rather have like a chick who's a 9, who's a smoke show, who's an absolute babe, but she's and just,
I think that
just
goes
like
for
masculine and uncooperative and all this stuff, and promiscuous. That's the other thing. If men will, how do I word this? If you have a low body count, or if you're a virgin or you have a low body count, men will that can bump you up in terms of your attractiveness to a guy.
I think that goes both ways though. With women, like women want
low body
a
counts?
Guy who, I mean, it's better than having a high body count for sure.
They need to define what high and low is, and I would argue the opposite. No woman wants a man that is not experienced in bed, that isn't able to please her. So while they might think they want some guy with a low body count, they want a guy that's gonna fuck her, pipe her down right, and do all that shit and handle that ass. A guy that hasn't essentially put enough bodies on the board to build up that experience to know what he's doing. So that's why this whole thing is like, they say one thing and they mean another. No woman wants a virgin man or unexperienced man and all that stuff. It's not the same.
Well, I think some women do have that position. Like some women obviously don't want a guy who's promiscuous. However, a lot of women, and I think this is a bit more of a tame panel, but a lot of women will say, I don't care about body count. Body count doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. Like it's not a thing to them. And because men and women kind of value different things, I do think it's 100% something that some women do care about. However, I think it comes down to experience, and women value experience. Thank you, man.
You shut down Keely Rose. I know this is not specifically her episode/podcast, but she gives a lot of points, even though I might not agree with them all.
Interesting shit. Quality over quantity. So he's with one woman and he just bangs her 1,000 million times. That I would argue here's the thing when it comes to body counts for men perspective. When a man has bodies under his belt, right? Let's say say one guy has 5 women that he slept with, and there's another guy that had 50, right? I think it's safe to say that the guy that had 50, there's a couple of things going on here. One, the fact that he was able to smash 50 women means he's got something going on for himself. He got swag, he's got confidence, he's got something going on that's allowed him to be with 50 women. The guy with 5, maybe not as much. Him being with 50 women also means that he's put in a lot of work with different women with likely different body types. And of course, we all know that every person likes something a little bit different in bed, right? That's why you can't apply a one size fits all technique. You know, like one of the worst things I would say, in my experience with women is like women that just suck on the head like a lollipop. Like, bitch, you got the whole rest of the dick right here. Like, what are you doing? Like this, like, you know, maybe your last boyfriend like that. And, you know, of course I'm gonna like coach her through like, nah, do this. But you could tell who's just doing a repetitious thing because that's just what they do. Like that's their little sequence versus someone that's more experienced can read the body. I'd make the argument that the guy that smashed 50 is probably more keened in on reading a woman's body that he's with and adapting and starting to do different things because he's seeing how she's reacting to what he's doing. Oh, I touched her here. She's shivering up. I can feel the goosebumps on her. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Where a guy that might have 5, he just might be in the playbook of like, okay, first I go down and I put my tongue out like this. And then I'm just gonna, put it inside. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman doesn't want that. A woman wants a man that knows what he's doing in bed. That's where it's different. Fundamentally different. Whereas guys don't want, generally speaking, a woman that's had 50, 100, or you know what I mean? It's just viewed, and that's just society. I don't think that'll ever change. You know what I mean? I don't think that will ever change. I don't make the rules. Just saying. Doesn't mean that he's good just because he has a high body count. Maybe it's a bad lay and she moves on. There's always the possibility of that. Yes, Remy. But think about it. A guy that's able to smash 50, 100 women. This says something about him. He's doing something. He has something about him. There's something about what he's doing that's allowing him to just keep on getting with women and getting it to that stage. Because remember, women have to approve this shit, right? We're talking about consensual stuff. She has to approve it and allow him in. He's doing something right that's getting it in there. And boom. It could be the looks. It could be a variety of things. The point though is that what I'm saying is the guy that's smashing more women, he's building up a profile, right? I'll put myself in this. I've had my share. I'll leave it at that. I have built a profile in my mind. Think about like a FBI profiler. I've literally managed to do this when it comes to like women and sex, and because of what I've been able to experience, and I could put things together and understand, the minute I'm with someone, I can tell based off of my prior experience with women that were kind of like her and what she liked. Oh, I know exactly what to do because I've experienced that already. I know how to handle it. I know what to do and what to give her. Versus if I had 5 and I'm like, well, there's going to be a level of confidence difference there, I would argue. I think that gives men a sense of ease when a woman has a low body count. It's submissive and feminine, according to their definition. Yeah, you know what it comes down to in that regard. If we're talking about a guy that is trying to be with the woman, that's the caveat in that conversation is if the guy wants to be with her. If not, then it doesn't really apply. But if he is trying to be with her, I don't know if this gets lost in all these conversations, but part of being a man is that we are how we move as men amongst other men is heavily based in respect. The level of respect. That's why gang life and street life is all about, yo, you show respect while you out here to otherwise you're gonna get checked. We're gonna have a problem. Like men, it's part of our masculinity about demanding respect and being respected. If you have a woman, so with that being said, if you get with the woman that been around, it makes you look bad and people will not respect you as much in the eyes of other guys. Cause I'm gonna be like, oh shit, you fucking her? Dang, that's crazy. Cause I smashed her ass and I got the photos when we was doing it. You know what I mean? And like, imagine being that guy. That was a big reason. I said it before in one of our streams. That's a big reason why my whole time in the entertainment music industry, there was only like 2 women that I ever was with in that were in the industry too. Everyone else, I would just call them civilians. Like they were not in the biz at all. Like girls next door, because I want to show up to an event, have a woman on my arm, and then have everyone sitting there be like, oh shit, he brought her. Damn, the homie smashed her. You know what I mean? Like one of those. Now I'm looking crazy. Could never be me. The science of sex appeal. Yes, let's look that up. Thank you. Y'all check this out. There it is. This is a short clip, but this is really what it comes down to. By the way, if you're on IG, y'all, slide on over to the YouTube. I'm reading the YouTube chat tonight. YouTube, djmoondawg live. Come sub. Come fuck with me. Check this out. This explains perfectly this whole idea of how looks are fundamentally the first thing that is the most important thing initially when it comes to mate selection. And there's no getting around that. It'll never change. It'll never change.
And with whom is a riddle that evolutionary psychologist Douglas Kenrick has tried to solve for decades.
If we all just went for good genes, everyone would be unhappy if the guys didn't end up, with Jennifer Lopez or some other fashion model. They would just stop then, and the women would stop if they couldn't get Brad Pitt or some extremely handsome guy. In real life, people have to match up with one another.
So look.
How does this matching up process work? To find out, Dr. Kenrick gathered 10 men and 10 women from a fairly average range of physical attractiveness and prepared to perform a few experiments in human social dynamics. First, he stripped away as many differences as possible between the guinea pigs by dressing them in identical and sexually neutral outfits.
Okay, now you're gonna play a sort of a mating game. You all have a number, as you can see. You can't see your own number, but you can see the other people's numbers. Offer your hands to someone, and if they accept it, then you've paired up and you walk back to the back. If the person does not accept your offer, then you'd move on and offer it to someone else. Again, the task being to try to get the highest number that you can, and realizing that you have a number
This experiment is so simple but genius.
Responding to as well.
It's crazy.
The numbers drawn at random are meant to represent desirability, 1 being least and 10 being most. In the real world, where most of us don't know exactly how attractive we are, we tend to aim high, trying to snare a 10. Then, gradually, we work our way down to someone who will accept us.
Yeah, I just started at a 1 and work my way up, y'all. Fuck it. So look how they're all trying to move around and pair up.
Some of the people are trying and not getting paired.
Look at that, 2 get rejected.
2 people who were 5s have paired up with one another.
Look how he's just moseying along. So here we come.
It wasn't
the big reveal.
Like the 10s perfectly matched and the 1s perfectly matched, but you did get a correlation. The people with the high numbers were able to hold back a little bit longer, and they got more offers. The people with the low numbers didn't get any offers. And that's sort of what happens in a real mating pool.
If you get a chance to find and watch the whole thing, it's so fascinating. It's so fascinating. I wish more of these podcasters would bring this up and talk about it in their conversations. It really speaks to the whole idea here. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Grims? I mean, there's that too. All right, take a night, bro. Don't make assumptions. Ask me what I want to communicate. Oh, I do agree with that part. I do agree with that part. But the thing too is there's one thing to ask and kind of figure that out. But if a guy doesn't flat out know what he's doing, then like a woman doesn't want to have to teach a man what to do in bed inherently. I'm sure most women probably don't want to have to teach a man what to do. You know, you could communicate some things. Hey, I like it like this. But if you had to like, all right, get your stroke in, and you know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody trying to do all that. Yeah, Just, you were clutch with that, with the name. Yeah, clutch. All right, where are we at with it now? We saw that. I think there was one more I wanted to see out of these latest clips from the Whatever Pod before we move on to a video where a cop got banned for being a police officer, which is kind of crazy to hear that. Let's see here. Can a woman build a profile? Yeah, anybody can. You could listen. When you interact with people, anybody, you can build a profile of anybody. Absolutely. Let's see here. Find one more. I'll probably do. This one sounds kind of crazy. I paid him $20,000 to love me.
Yeah.
So you two are in relationships currently. Well, one of you is married. You're married. I remembered this time.
Guilty.
You two do OnlyFans and you're single. Have you encountered any dating difficulties because of having an OnlyFans?
I have, actually. This one guy basically wanted my money, and I gave him $20K to fall in love with me, and he never fell in love with me. I swear.
Listen, I will fall in love with you immediately. My God. Oh my God. What? Imagine.
What?
You gave him $20K to fall in love with you. So was that the actual, was there a contract?
No, I literally just sent him money just because like I really liked him so much, so I thought he wanted me because it was like a chase. I'm like a type of person in a chase. Like I don't like guys that are like so obsessed with me because I already have like so many.
So so
she simped over him.
Repeat that last part because that was quite good. You don't like guys
that are obsessed with me because I just think it's disgusting because I have like too many guys that just to me, a lot of famous guys. It's just like gross. So like I like guys that don't even like me at all, and I see like attraction between that. It's like weird.
She likes the chase.
I like
she
the
doesn't
chase,
like them
but
to
they
be
like
there.
me, but they're not obsessed with me.
Can we get her a seat? How tall are you, by the way? Can we get her a seat booster, Carson? Yeah, just the microphone's blocking you a little bit. Okay, so you like guys that basically ignore you and treat you like shit.
Yes, because like it's fun for like.
There you go, cheeks, complimentary.
Sorry,
check.
I'm so short.
It's all good. So go ahead.
I like guys basically that treat me like shit, and like I don't know that they treat me
on
like
my
shit
YouTube channel, big.
because like they act
Look down
like
below,
they like
DJ
you and they're
MoondawgLive on YouTube. Come
manipulating
through.
you. I like guys that manipulate me, and I manipulate them back.
Let's go into
I
that a
literally
bit.
lie to them and tell them I would send them like money afterwards while they have a girlfriend, and then I don't send them money. And then they block me and they're like, oh, you're a manipulator. You're a liar. I'm not a manipulator, liar. I already gave you $20K and you don't love me enough. I know someone else would.
Okay, so you keep going. Actually, just keep going.
Okay, like about the same story or like something else, like a different.
Just keep going.
Okay, so like basically one time, all his friends have like off to me on FaceTime like afterwards. Like they all want to me now because they want my money, but like afterwards, one guy basically that wanted to hook up with me just started off.
Yeah.
Like just started off in front of my face while I had my clothes on, and like basically he was just like, can I just like watch you like the guys watch on FaceTime? And I was just like, no, you can like nut in the bag, not on me. You're disgusting. And it was so funny.
Not in the bag.
In the bag, you can nut.
Wait, this wasn't.
Yo, having a nut in the bag is fucking wild. Yo, what?
Person?
Yes, this was in person. This was like the weirdest thing ever. Hopefully he's not watching. Hello.
He's probably watching.
What was it, like a Trader Joe's bag? What kind of bag was it?
I didn't notice because he was just like drunk and he just wanted to fuck, and I was like no, and I manipulate all guys. If they try to like get with me, I'll like make out with them, and then they think that I'm gonna fuck them, but I'm not, and I just like no.
Wow, you have to pay for this kind of honesty. Okay, so so you manipulate all guys.
You know what? I'm not even mad at the fact that she admitted to manipulating. She's being honest. However, if there was a guy saying this shit, oh my God, we already know how that would go.
Because they're all piece of shits. They literally just want to.
Well, why does that make them pieces of?
Because I'm sorry. Because like.
What about
I just
gay
want
men?
a different person, someone else like that wants to like travel with me, not like someone that just wants to sleep with me.
Can't you have both? Like a guy can't just want to go with you and fuck you? Like what's wrong with that? Oh, AJ, it's a whole lot of ratchet shit, bro.
Men that you encounter just want to with you.
Yes, because they literally want to have sex with me just to flex to all of their people. They someone that has 400K followers. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And they flex it to all their schools and stuff. They're like, here, I just did this with this model girl. She has a Tesla. She makes this much money. You should hit her up. That's how people are where I live.
Okay. So you said you manipulate men. Can you? How do you manipulate them?
I will text, like I used to text horny men and tell them that I would send them 30K if they sent me 4K, and I got 4K out of this one guy from doing that and didn't send the money back.
Oh,
that's how I manipulate men.
That's scamming.
Basically.
So fraud? Is that technically fraud?
No,
She's
because
admitting
they
to
still like
crimes.
FaceTime me and still pay me still, and they still like me, so it's okay. I'm hot enough. No, it's not fraud because I like talk to them still.
You checked with an attorney on that?
No, it's not like that.
Oh,
it's just
course.
like I like to manipulate people and lie to people for them to do something for me because people are so like bad these days. So I tell them I'll pay them because I feel like they just like use me or something. So I try to say that to them.
What?
And then I'm just never do it because like why the fuck am I gonna pay someone?
Hey, she's scam lording. She make me look like I'm never. Yeah, that's crazy. It's embarrassing. I don't believe her. You don't believe her? Yo, Fuji, this is probably the most authentic, real shit a woman has said on any of these podcasts. Straight up said, I'm just hustling and that's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, the other part of this too though is, and this is the part where I hold men accountable right now, is that far too like the biggest issue with men right now in our society is the fucking level of simps. That shit drives me through a wall. Like it frustrates me to see how many men fucking go simping so hard that remember when I said earlier that one of the hallmarks of being a man is you have morals and you have ethics, you stand for something, you have respect for yourself. Simping takes that all out of the equation. The minute I go in and like I'll go on Twitter and there'll be some OF chick pulls up to my shit, I'll look at her shit, not a big deal. Nothing wrong with looking. It's there, I'm gonna look, right? Whatever. Nice ass titties, cool. But I'll go in, I'm like, let's see how bad it is today. I'll go right into the replies and I'll start scrubbing through it. And all these guys, oh, I'll make you my queen. Oh, please just love me. Like, bro, what? Y'all are so beyond hope. And these motherfuckers are the ones that are contributing to this whole shit. So we as men, fellas, this is what we're fucking up as a whole, is the sim shit. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts when I see a guy go on some sim shit. And there's a difference between paying a woman a compliment from then being all in her shit. I'll suck the farts out your asshole. Like, it's weird. It's weird. And we need to start calling each other out on that shit. Now, I'm sure a lot of these women that are in this field of work would probably say otherwise because they benefit from it. I get it. However, nah, we got to dead that, bro. There needs to be a big nationwide anti-simp campaign. Something needs to get some kind of revolution for men. You know what I mean? That shit's crazy. Nothing makes me more disgusted than seeing a man making himself look like a fool on social media in some woman's mentions that she never will reply to, which makes it even worse. She's not even gonna like the comment that you paid her, bro. You just looking stupid. You know what I mean? She needs new friends. Yo, listen, Fuji. She needs a whole lot of new everything.
So you're like the reverse scammer.
Yeah.
Like usually it's the men trying to scam you for like free nudes and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I
you
am.
like reverse do it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Definitely heard it out of context, Ace. I was saying in terms of how the big problem with men, if I'm going to hold us accountable as men, the big issue we have is that you have too many men out here simping. And that was the context for that, me saying that some of these simps will be out here talking about, oh, suck the fart out your ass, I love you, type shit, which is like corny. And it degrades themselves as a man.
But like I actually.
By the way, guys, if you're on IG, I'm reading the YouTube chat. Your chat can also show up on the stream because people that are typing in there, it shows up on the stream. Come on over, djmoondawglive, sub to the channel, support that way.
Sell stuff when
Karma
I sold
on
stuff, but like make more money. Just you know how to like make more money if you just use your brain. It's easy to manipulate men.
Sorry, my stream deck it's easy to manipulate men.
I disagree.
I think it's so easy because like just the way I talk and like everyone just thinks I'm hilarious because I don't make sense sometimes, so it's fun.
I could see that. So
great observation.
Yeah, so you said that the men want to sleep with you because of your 400K followers.
Yes, they do. That's true.
That's the primary reason they want to sleep with you?
Yes, because they see me and everyone knows who I am, where I live, and stuff like that. And then, like, because of my body, most likely, not just because of my followers, but my...
Maybe that's the one, I think.
Yeah, but, like, it is followers, too, because they flex that. So it's, like, both.
She's from, like, a small town, so she's not... No one else does, like, what she does where she's from.
Yeah.
So they get very, like... If someone is friends with her, they like flex it on everyone. They don't like
because they don't have money. Like they don't actually have a job really. So
real
like,
friendship out of it, I guess. So it makes her feel very used. So she's built up this wall.
Where are you from originally?
Jacksonville, Florida.
And when did you move to California?
I didn't move here. I just traveled here to come to the podcast actually and do other stuff, modeling and stuff.
Porn. This bitch going to do porn. Oh, you can't make this up, man. You can't make this shit up. You can't. You really can't. She is bound for jail. Zero ethics. I mean, listen, man. Listen. See, I don't know. I'm over that shit. That was funny to hear her, though. All right, let's jump into some crazy shit from the cops. We got a new audit to audit. Cop gets banned from policing after this stop. Let's see how bad this gets, y'all. And I just like the idea here that an officer being held accountable for doing dumb shit. Let's see what happens here. Of course it's Florida. Ain't most shit happen in Florida? Proud Floridian. You would never hire her for anything. Fuji, she's doing OnlyFans. She doesn't need to be hired by anybody. She's probably making good money. Real good money. Her mom must be so proud. You know what? She's probably making a lot of money and taking care of them. So they're probably like foregoing that shit. Like, meh, you know, she got me a new house. We're good. All right, let's switch it up, y'all.
And wrong of police interactions. This episode covers suspect descriptions, pointing firearms, and professionalism, and is brought to us by azcentral.com and the Arizona Republic's channel.
This happened in Arizona.
Description below and give them the credit that they deserve. On August 29th, 2020, Hawthorne Suites hotel manager Sean Hoover called the non-emergency police line in Tempe, Arizona to request that two individuals who were suspected of conducting illegal activities be removed from the property. After making the call, Mr. Hoover and his employee Trevanye Kumpian encountered a man and woman smoking in a stairwell with the exit door propped open. When Mr. Hoover asked them to leave, the female exited the premises, but the male suspect allegedly pulled out a gun. Mr. Hoover then told the man to put away the gun and leave, and the man complied. Shortly after this incident occurred, Officer Ronald Kurzaya of the Tempe Police Department responded to the original call and approached Mr. Hoover in the hotel.
You know it's bad when they got the cop's picture up. You know he's in trouble.
A lobby. The interaction that followed was captured on Officer Kurzaya's body camera.
Here we go.
Hey, sir, how we doing?
We gotta hold on to your issue. Some guy just pulled a gun out on us.
I've got a 417 George here. I'm gonna need some additional units.
Manager's advising this male subject here just pulled a firearm on him. Where is he now? White male, black male, what do we got? Is he a white male, a black male? Come on. White male, he's going to be wearing a black shirt, tan pants.
He's going to be coming down the staircase and exit out that door right there.
10-4. He's probably going to be poking out on the west exit. He's walking out now.
It already seems like this could be a situation of mistaken identity. Is maybe that's what's going to set up to be? Let's see.
Get inside now. Get the out. 41, I'm going to hold on that exit. Responding units, if you're coming up Price, I want you to come in that entrance and hold. Put your hands up. One at gunpoint. Step out.
I work here.
You work here?
I was kicking the door closed, man.
Okay, turn around.
I work here.
That's fine.
Come on, man, you don't gotta
Step
put
this
no
way.
gun at me. I got
Hey,
my
listen to me. Listen, okay?
I got my hands
I am responding to somebody with a firearm who matches your description. Do you understand that?
Despite the fact that the suspect was described as a white man wearing a black shirt and tan pants, Officer Kurzaya points his firearm at Mr. Kumpian, a black male in a white shirt and dark pants, and claims he is looking for an individual with a firearm who matches Mr. Kumpian's description. Under the so-called mere presence doctrine established by the Supreme Court in the 1979 case of Ybarra versus Illinois, an individual's mere presence, or so-called mere propinquity to criminal activity alone, does not support probable cause to search or arrest that individual. However, in the 1999 case of U.S. versus Buckner, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over Arizona, held that while, quote, the mere presence doctrine has logical application where the facts and circumstances do not
Listen, you guys know when I watch these, I start getting agitated. I have to break out the fidget spinner here to keep my nerves from exploding.
That the individual is connected to the proximate criminal activity in the case at hand, where the defendant was a passenger in a car that was procured under suspicious circumstances and loaded with a commercial quantity of marijuana. Quote, a prudent and experienced police officer might reasonably suspect that the passenger is involved in drug smuggling. Courts have also found that reasonable suspicion may exist even when an individual's appearance does not entirely match the description of a suspect. For instance, in the 1995 case of Alexander versus County of Los Angeles, the Ninth Circuit upheld the detention of two men despite discrepancies between the description of the suspects and the individual's appearance, including the fact that one suspect was older and not as heavy as described and did not have a gold tooth. The court justified its decision, which it referred to as a so-called close question, by arguing that the individuals matched some aspects of the description because they were driving a similar car and one of the men was wearing a blue and white striped shirt and had a mustache. In this situation, Mr. Kumpian did not in any way match Mr. Hoover's description of the suspect, as he was the wrong race and wearing opposite colored clothing to the description. And for this reason alone, Mr. Kumpian would have a strong argument that Officer Kurzaya did not have the reasonable suspicion necessary to detain him. However, in the 2022 case of United States versus Arteaga, the U.S. District Court in the Northern District of California, which is in the Ninth Circuit, held that officers had reasonable suspicion to detain a Hispanic man who was, quote, within an arm's length of a BMW vehicle that was allegedly involved in a road rage shooting, despite the fact that the suspect was described as black. The court reasoned that, quote, the officers would have been justified in detaining anyone who appeared to be connected to the BMW, and that even if the defendant's race lessened the likelihood that he was the shooter, quote, it did not remove the possibility that he was still involved in the road rage incident. Therefore, while it is certainly possible that a court could determine that Officer Kurzaya did not have reasonable suspicion to detain Mr. Kumpian because he clearly did not meet the description of the suspect, it is also conceivable that a court would conclude that Officer Kurzaya was within his authority to detain Mr. Kumpian because he exited the door where Mr. Hoover informed Mr. Kurzaya that the suspect was headed, and accordingly may have been involved with the suspect.
Come here.
I got my hands up, man. Take the gun off me. For real, I got my hands up.
Where's your ID at? No, you don't get to tell me what to do. Where's your ID at?
Take the gun off me, man.
No.
Where your supervisor at? You gonna shoot me?
No.
Be another person on the news?
Get on your knees.
I didn't do nothing
Shut
to
the
you.
with that on your knees.
I didn't do nothing to you. Remember this. I need your badge number and your name.
You'll get everything you need.
Yeah,
put everything on the ground.
I didn't do nothing to you. I got my hands up and I work here. Go call the manager.
41, where are my other units at? Just hang tight, okay?
But this ain't, I work here. All you gotta do is call the manager and take the gun.
Who's your manager? Stop telling me what to do.
Sean Hoover, take the gun.
Okay, what is your name?
Trey.
41, can we get somebody to get the complainant on the line and find out if there's an employee here by the name of Trey?
You don't got to hold no gun. My hands are up. I'm not a threat to you.
Are you a cop?
I'm not a threat to you.
Are you a cop?
I'm not a threat to you.
You don't tell me what a threat to me is. You don't know.
Just because you're a cop don't mean you can hold a gun at somebody whenever you get good and damn ready. I put my hands up and I'm not...
When I'm responding to somebody with a firearm, I can do what I need to stay safe and go home to my family. Do you understand that?
My hands are up.
Mr. Kumpian tells Officer Kurzaya that he can't point a gun at him just because he's a cop. And Officer Kurzaya replies that when he's responding to a call involving a firearm, he can, quote, do what he needs to stay safe.
Wait, so far, it's a little weird so far, because my man he pretty much was like, yo, what's up? Put the gun down already pretty quick. It's already contentious off the rip.
According to the Tempe Police Department,
I don't know where I'm at on this just
which
yet.
Includes the use of force policy for the department. Pointing a firearm at an individual is recognized as a type of force, referred to in the policy as a so-called show of force. In general, the policy states that officers, quote, may use force which is objectively reasonable based upon the facts and circumstances known or reasonably believed to exist at the time of the incident, and directs that, quote, employees will not use more force than is objectively reasonable to accomplish their lawful purpose. The policy also requires officers to consider the 3 factors for assessing whether force is excessive that are outlined in the 1989 Supreme Court case of Graham versus Connor, which include the severity of the crime, whether the suspect poses an immediate threat to the safety of the law enforcement officer or others, and whether the suspect is actively resisting arrest or attempting to evade arrest by flight. Based on these factors, courts have held that pointing a firearm at an individual can constitute excessive force in some situations, even if no physical contact is made. For instance, in the 2000 case of Robinson versus Solano County, the Ninth Circuit noted that, quote, in cases involving investigatory or Terry stops, we have consistently applied the principle that drawing weapons and using handcuffs or other restraints is unreasonable in many situations, and determined that the use of a drawn gun pointed at a suspect's head from close range constituted excessive force because the crime under investigation was at most a misdemeanor, the suspect was apparently unarmed and approaching the officers in a peaceful way, and there were no dangerous or exigent circumstances apparent at the time of the detention. In addition to constituting excessive force, there are some circumstances where the use of drawn weapons can transform a Terry stop into an arrest, which must be supported by probable cause. In the 1974 case of United States versus Strickler, the Ninth Circuit concluded that an armed approach to a surrounded vehicle constituted an arrest where it was clear that the officers had no legitimate fear for their safety and only tenuous reasons to believe that the occupants of the car were involved in criminal activity. Applying the Graham factors to this situation, although the underlying criminal offense involved was more serious and involved a firearm, Mr. Kumpian was not holding a weapon, did not appear to pose a threat to anyone, and was completely compliant with Officer Kurzaya's orders. Coupled with the fact that Mr. Kumpian clearly did not match the description of the individual alleged to have a firearm, it seems likely that a court would conclude that pointing a firearm at Mr. Kumpian for an extended period of time constituted excessive force, and it would also likely violate the Tempe Police Department's use of force policy. Likewise, if a court determined that Officer Kurzaya's use of force transformed the detention into an arrest, it would almost certainly hold that Officer Kurzaya did not have the probable cause necessary to arrest Mr. Kumpian through the extended pointing of his firearm.
I have somebody on the phone right now with Sean trying to confirm if you're an employee or not. As soon as I verify that, you can go, and then you can get whatever information you need. Do you understand that?
It's crazy, huh? Hey, can you record this? He steadily got his gun on me and I got my hands up.
I'm recording too.
And I got my hands up. I know I work here, but he steadily got his gun.
That's fine, just stay back.
I got my hands up on the ground. He still got a gun pointed on me. Anybody come out?
Did he verify that somebody by the name of Trey works here? Get out of here, Trey.
Yeah, thank you.
You can stand by in the lobby if you need all my information. I'll be more than happy to give it to you. Have a great afternoon. Hey, if we have Sean on the line, can you give me any more intel on if this guy exited yet or not? I exited the building to stand on the door, and Sean was watching him on video. Yeah, I need at least one additional to come to the lobby.
Yo, this guy's been calling for backup for like how long now? What kind of shitty responses he got? It probably would have helped him out. He's over here one man in this whole show. They got this guy hanging out for backup.
And meet up with Hoover, and then I need... Stop right there. I've got another one at gunpoint. Get your out of here now! I've got one fleeing back inside.
That escalated.
Hispanic or white male, approximately 30 years old, black bandana, white t-shirt, gray shorts. Stop right there.
Me?
Where did he go? Where the did he go?
I ain't got nothing to do with that, man.
Where is he?
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
No shit.
So why is you talking to me like that?
God, get out of the way.
I'm not
go.
Way. I can't
go now.
While pursuing another
Yo, my
suspect,
man ran the fucking block. Yo, he ran the fucking fullback block on him. Yo. You see what happened right here, right? This guy came in. He just, this big ass bike in the doorway. Like, I don't know anything. I'm just right here. I don't know anything. Just blocking the fucking doorway. That's crazy.
who fled after Officer Kerzaya pointed his firearm at him while he was attempting to leave the hotel with his bicycle. Officer Kerzaya screams at an individual in the hallway to tell him where the other individual went, and continues to speak harshly with him when he does not provide the information requested. As we have discussed many times on ATA, citizens generally do not have a duty to assist officers with their investigations, and the individual in the hallway was well within his rights to simply inform Officer Kerzaya he had nothing to do with the situation. Officer Kerzaya, on the other hand, was required to follow the Tempe Police Department's Code of Conduct, which is contained in Department Order 3.201. The policy states that, quote, police employees shall always conduct themselves both on and off duty in such a manner as to reflect favorably on the department, and that, quote, police employees are expected to conduct their personal and professional lives in such a manner as to avoid adverse reflection upon themselves or the department. It also notes that being, quote, abusive in attitude, language, behavior, or conduct toward the public is considered a so-called violation of procedure, as is speaking, quote, an unprofessional, inappropriate, or offensive remark. It seems likely that Officer Kerzaya's treatment of the individual in the hallway, as well as his conduct in interacting with other members of the public throughout this interaction, violated the Department Code of Conduct.
I'm just inside the west entrance. I don't know where the hell he went. He's good. Get him out. Where did he go, Sean? Jesus Christ. The guy with the gun. Where the hell did he go?
He walked outside.
Jesus Christ.
These guys are horrible. This guy's horrible cops, bro.
Sean just told me that he went back inside. He may have popped out the main entrance. Which way did he go?
I told you. And why do you have my employee a black male at gunpoint? He's clearly not white.
Somebody else go talk to Sean. The manager is explaining that he may have fled out the east entrance now, but he doesn't. Hi. My camera can't go on mute, so I'm going to turn it off.
As he speaks with another officer outside
See, I don't like that, man. I don't like that fucking turning off the... It defies the purpose of having the body cam. Once you turn it on, right, and typically what happens with body cams is once they... Once the lights are on, once they initiate some kind of whatever, the call, right? Once they go hot or they pull up on the scene, it's supposed to be on until the whole thing is done. And I don't like the idea that they can intermittently turn it off and mute. Why? Why do you need to mute? What is it? I don't like this. This is something that it seems like it's a loophole with body cams. They should not be allowed to touch it. For what purpose? Because even if you're talking about sensitive stuff, if you have to release it out to the public, you can redact certain stuff, right? It's not uncommon. They can redact, like, for instance, if he said something about his social security number in the middle of this, right? For whatever reason, obviously they can redact that. It's not important per se to the greater interaction and situation. So why is it justified for them to mute or turn off their body cams? Because they're clearly wanting to talk about something off camera, outside the purview of the camera. That alone drives me up a fucking wall. What's good, light skin? These guys are nightmares. Yo, why cops starting to sound more and more like frat boys? I don't know. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. In my opinion, and there's a few fields that this kind of applies to, but the two that unequivocally this applies to, military and policing. I'm a firm believer that it is a calling for certain people. For me, I turned down a scholarship to go to Florida State University to play baseball Who knows? Your boy could have been playing for whatever sports team right now, whatever. I had a fucking calling to go into the Marine Corps and serve. It just something I knew. I felt it. I had to do it. It was like, might sound corny, but I just knew it was something I had to do, right? I feel as though that policing is another thing. You have to have it in you. It's a calling to go serve your community, serve the people, and have that interest. What I have seen nowadays is you have a lot of college graduates that go to school, get a major in stupid ass psychology, that unless you go all the way to get a master and doctorate levels, you're not really doing shit with a bachelor's in psychology. Like, you get some of these liberal arts degrees that don't really mean shit. They go out, can't find a job, and you know what do? They become a police officer. Because it's like, fuck it. Like, I got a degree. Most departments, I think, at least here in Chicago, you have to have a degree, at least an associate, I believe, to be a Chicago police officer. And then they go and just become a cop. Mind you, this wasn't a calling. They treat it like it's a job. And that is so problematic when people go into policing and treat it as only a job. I clock in, I do my shift, I clock out. The people that I know that that gone into policing because it was a calling, because they genuinely want to help people, protect people. They're not on an ego trip. It's not a power trip. Those are some of the best people that we want as police officers. They're the ones that will have compassion. They will try to de-escalate. They will also, escalate if they need to, but those are the people we want in these roles. You get too many people that get in policing that it's just a job that, they can't get a job in whatever field. So I got a degree, I'm gonna become a cop. It's a pension, right? It's the benefits. Those, man, it's such a problem. Let's continue.
Officer Kerzaya appears to turn off his body camera. It was later reported that the other officers who arrived on the scene completed the investigation, and the armed suspect was never found. The Tempe Police Department launched an internal investigation into Officer Kerzaya's conduct and found that he violated several policies during the interaction. As a result of the investigation, Officer Kerzaya was given a 2-week unpaid suspension and placed in an administrative role with the department for at least 1 year. Good. He was also required to take part in a performance improvement process. In his official response to the department's internal investigation, Officer Kerzaya wrote that, quote, "I understand that my actions have caused a tremendous amount of anguish for many different people, and I cannot convey enough how remorseful I am for my actions and the aftermath that so many people have been forced to deal with and continue to deal with to this day." Officer Kerzaya's immediate supervisor, who was also on scene at the hotel, received a 40-hour unpaid suspension. Notably, Officer Kerzaya was also involved in a controversial use of force case in June of 2019, where he deployed a taser on an unarmed man while holding his 1-year-old child in his own home. After the Hawthorne Suites incident, the Arizona Peace Officer Standards and Training Board opened an investigation into Officer Kerzaya, and in early 2022, Officer Kerzaya voluntarily and permanently relinquished his Arizona Peace Officer certification without admitting any misconduct or failure to meet minimum qualifications. According to state rules, Officer Kerzaya will be permanently banned from re-entering law enforcement in Arizona for relinquishing his certification while...
But here's the problem, y'all. This is another layer in this whole issue with policing. This is what they do. When they're in trouble, they will quickly resign, because they'll either resign or they'll come to an agreement that you'll resign. In exchange for resign, we won't find you, guilty. Not saying in like court guilty, but like we won't find you at fault or whatever. We'll just part ways and you just won't work at our department. But guess what happens, right? Here's what happens. It doesn't preclude them from fucking going to another city and becoming a cop in another city, because there's not a national police officers database that they should set up to keep tabs on officers that are problematic. That is another layer that I swear to God is not talked enough about, that should happen when we talk about police reform. There should be a national police I don't want to say registry, because we hear that and that's automatically gonna be like, yeah. There should just be a when cops fuck up and they're found at fault within a department, all that information should be contained in a federal level in a database. That way other departments don't hire those piece of shit cops. That's what I'm trying to get at. Or become a security guard. I mean, fuck them if they're a security guard, as long as I've got a gun. You know what I mean? Top flight. Fuck those top flight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's exactly my point, Aaron. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. There needs to be, when they mess up, they should be sent up to the federal level. The FBI should keep tabs on it so that when a new department interviews that officer, well, that person, and they can do a background when it pops up in their background, because they all have to do background. So this shouldn't be a big deal. They should also show up because they're gonna have to say, do you have prior police experience? If they lie there, then you know they're not gonna get jobs. They're gonna have to say, yes, I have prior police experience. And if they say, why do you, what happened there? Why'd you leave there? They can just say, I just partied, want to look for something different, because there's nothing to be on the record to say what actually happened. And let alone, there's not a national kind of database where the new department can go and look up and see what's really going on with John Bob over here. And then they can say, oh no, he left because there was claims of him, doing X, Y, and Z. Yeah, we don't want to do them. That needs to happen. I know of rogue people, whose main mindset was to F up people. Oh, absolutely, Raj. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Those are the problematic ones that need to go.
Facing potential disciplinary action. After the encounter, Mr. Kumpian hired prominent civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who also led George Floyd's family's legal team, to represent him. In September of 2020, he filed a $2.5 million notice of claim against the city of Tempe as a result of the incident. And on December 9th, 2020, the Tempe City Council unanimously approved a $300,000 settlement agreement that did not include any admission of liability. Overall, Officer Kurzaya gets an F for pointing a firearm at Mr. Kumpian when he in no way matched the description of the suspect and was entirely compliant, and speaking to multiple citizens in a rude and completely unprofessional manner. The way that Officer Kurzaya pointed his firearm at anyone who crossed his path demonstrated a complete disregard for the physical and mental well-being of everyone who happened to be at the hotel during the incident, and a total lack of respect for the potentially life-ending power he wielded by carrying a deadly weapon. Throughout the incident, Officer Kurzaya's actions appeared to be driven by a sense of fear for his own well-being. And while fear is certainly a natural human instinct, effective police officers must be able to conquer their fears and behave responsibly and constitutionally despite feeling afraid.
Yeah, it's like in combat, you might be afraid, but you have to control that shit, subdue it to the level where you can still function with a clear mind. And that is another area where a lot of officers don't have that. The minute they're in a tight situation, everything goes out the window and they resort to a gun. And again, that's kind of what it is. In those tense situations, the level of stress, everyone is not meant to do this shit. You got to be built different to do this. You have to be built different. You know what I mean? You have to. I'm retired from the Michigan MSP years ago. Today, many couldn't pass a background check when I started 19. Yeah. And here's the thing. My mother, a lot of my family, law enforcement, my mother retired. She was a detective. And specifically with I don't know what they call it now. She was, I don't know what they deem it now. I don't know what the proper term, but essentially like family investigator. So basically crimes against kids. And we all know we're talking about the sickos. She did that for many years. And yeah. So like there are people that in these roles in law enforcement that do great things that are putting these scumbags away. People are doing things to kids, which is just insane to think about, but it's certain people are meant for this, you know what I mean? And even she would tell me how it's so different towards the latter part of her years before she retired, how new officers coming in were just like right out of college, don't know anything. And another problem too is back in the day, you would have officers that kind of had the street smarts. Now you get people coming right out of college. I'm gonna be honest here, grew up in the suburbs, grew up in the safer neighborhoods in whatever city. I'll say Chicago, for example, grew up in the nicer parts of the city. They get onto the beat and their first district is in the hood. And so now they have already had limited exposure to people of color. Now they're getting sent into these communities. And because their job inherently means they're going to deal with the worst parts of those communities, they start to develop and this is on a subconscious level, they start to develop these ideas about the community at large because they're only dealing with the small subset of the problem. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying here, y'all? And that's how people start to develop these ideas about these biases. You know, and it happens because they're only dealing with the criminals within that community of color. And then once they're done with the shift, they go right back to their safe little place all the way away, somewhere far away. And then they come in and go. And it's just, it's problematic for community building, right? Yeah, DV against kids. He also broke at least one, maybe two of the basic firearms. Yeah, I mean, I saw that too. He, you know, I agree. I believe it's important to at least have an associate's degree to become a cop. Having an associate's grants more understanding under the cops are the entire problem. I don't even, here's the thing. I actually, Fuji, and I think most times I agree with you. I actually disagree. I don't think a degree is necessary to be an officer. Think about it like this. Going into the military, you don't have to have a degree. Many people go in. I went in at 17. I didn't have a degree. Sure, you can have a degree to go escalate, like to climb up the ladder to be an officer. I don't think you need a degree to I don't think it should be that you need a degree necessarily to be a cop. It should be that more stringent physical standards, training. They should learn self-defense. They should be held to keep up their physical fitness. Just like in the military, you can't get fat while you're in the military, unless it's like the Air Force. Sorry. All right. But like in the Marine Corps, you got to keep your height and weight standards. You're physically training regularly. Your firearms training regularly. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a high school diploma. Yeah. And I think still life in some of the maybe smaller towns, but the major cities, they've bumped up to degrees now. A lot of major cities. Chicago for sure. I don't like the idea of qualified immunity. I think it's shielding them too much in some regard. And street smarts. Yeah, that's kind of like the idea. I think that you should be able to become a cop right out of high school, provided you pass the mental, the physical, and the firearms training, all of those things, you know, and maybe and maybe it is that you have to be 21 versus 18. Maybe 21 is the entry level. So between 18 and 21, you have to do some kind of work to get some kind of experience out and just, you know, working or whatever, hopefully. And then at 21, you can apply and go in. So you have a little bit more maturity there. But I would compare it to the military. I mean, you could go in with a high school degree and go right into combat. You know, you're going to learn. You're going to learn how to do all this stuff. Dude looks like the actor. Hey, Waterboy, check this. Oh, he does look like, he looks like the coach. And it starts in the military. If they become military policemen, then they think they're super cops. Oh, bro, there's nothing worse than the MPs, bro. The MPs, listen, if you guys don't know this, within the military, one of the most hated professions in the military were MPs, military police, because they're policing the guys on the base. So there's always like this whole thing of like, oh, you're a fucking MP. But a lot of those guys, I think more times than not, always had a power trip thing. It was definitely a power trip thing. That's the scary part, is when people go into these fields and it's about the power of it all. It's because I got the badge. You have to do what I say. And they talk crazy to you. Let's look at another one. Let's pull up. Let's see what we got here. I think we got some updates from, which channel am I on right now? I need to switch over to my other channel, I think. Let's pull up another one here. Let me switch over to the Mind the MoonDawg channel. By the way, guys, if you don't know, I have another channel, the Mind the MoonDawg. That's where I share basically what I'm talking about right now. I put it in its own video, and I'll talk about and commentate on these different things that are going on and stuff like that. It's its own standalone channel, separate from the live streams. That feel free to watch. It's YouTube, The Mind of MoonDawg. Some good stuff up there. All right. We got a new video update from Blue Watch. We found this channel last week on a live stream, and it did not disappoint. We got some banger body cam footage interactions on this channel. All right. So looks like we got a new one. Angry Karen with a warrant tries to bite an officer. Uneducated biases and beliefs can really... Yes, exactly. That's what I was trying to say, and you said it better than I could. You as an MP, Roger, I have a feeling that just by you talking the way you're talking, very... And I appreciate people that have what's the word I'm looking for here? That have a fair take. You know what I mean? I try to have a fair take. I will call out bullshit on any side if it's bullshit, right? I call a spade a spade. Just like we watched videos last week where all the officers were dubs. They were great interactions. They did what they were doing. They were trying to de-escalate, and they were, in fact, most of them were on this channel. Like, they handled themselves well, and they did their best to de-escalate. And I'm like, yo, listen, you gotta give these cops props. They were doing it the best they could, and eventually the people they were interacting with were assholes. You know, so there's always two sides to the whole thing. The reaction from Discord, I think we're gonna do that Wednesday, C's, because I'm already falling back on time. Zay, what up? It's also the public's I'm sorry, let me see here. It's also the public's fault. People have a natural prejudice against the cops based on the actions of a few poorly trained officers. Yeah, but Zay, isn't that it with anything though, right? You know, you eat like 5 bad hot dogs in a row, right? You go and you find another, someone gives you a 6-1. Like, oh man, yeah, no, here, I got a hot dog for you. You're probably gonna be like, man, you know what? I'm good, right? It can apply to anything. Is what I would say. And I'm not saying that it's right. I'm of the belief that we should take everything on the merit of the individual like thing. Like when I got stopped recently, like last month, I forgot to put my new plate stickers on. I had them in my visor and I forgot. I've been driving in the winter and most of the time, like here and there a few times, but I forgot to switch them on. So the cop stopped me, and he was respectful and cool. And I said, you know, and we had a very pleasant exchange. It wasn't hostile. He wasn't lippy, and he wasn't like trying to be an asshole about why don't you got a sticker on it. There have been some cops I ran into that are like, they talk to you like a parent. Like I'm not a child. Just listen, just say what it is. If you want to give me a ticket, it's fine. But don't try and belittle me and talk down to me. Like that's unnecessary. And that's where people don't like to be disrespected. You know what I mean? Just come in. Hey sir, I just noticed your plate. Just want to make sure that you have it. And you know, I was like, oh, you know, and I explained my side. I give them all my proof of, you know, insurance, ID, That was it. You know what I mean? So that's how I see that. Makes it harder to do your job when the people you try to protect despise you. It is a hard topic. It's a hard topic, but I think when we talk about it, and at least when we do the reacts to some of these body cam footages, and I have a feeling that this will be a case right here. Like I big up the cops when they do the right thing. You know what I mean? Like it's fair, right? It's not, at least for me, and I think for most people, I don't think most people think every fucking cop's a dick. You know what I mean? And certainly when there's footage that comes out and we look and see what happens, everyone with common sense can be like, yeah, no, they did the right thing. They did what they're supposed to do. And you know, it's kind of like, it is what it is. Thanks. Enlisted and officer. Oh, you did both. Nice. We got more respect because we gave it. Yeah. Yeah. That's why the Mustangs always got more props for sure. Cause you paid your dues on the enlisted side and you bump up. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this one, guys. Hey guys, if you're on IG, I'm reading all the YouTube chat. It's hard for me to keep up the IG. So come on over to YouTube, DJ MoondawG Live. Come chat. What's up, Mike? Tada, what up? If you help people, I'm confused. Okay, let's take a look at this one.
On June 9th, 2022, a Hinsdale police officer was serving.
What's interesting about this channel, y'all, this is in my home state. I'm in Illinois. I'm in Chicago. So all these videos are happening in my home state, which is like super fascinating because I'm like, damn, I might actually see somebody I know at some point, you know? Let's take a look at this one. This happened in Hinsdale. So this is west suburbs of us in Hinsdale.
An arrest warrant for a domestic violence allegation. The suspect, 45-year-old Sean Mullarkey, allegedly hit her ex-husband with a car.
Hey, step out of the car right now. Get out of the car. Ma'am, we'll talk about everything, but get out of the car. Yep. 20 expedite. We're in the garage. She's closing. Ma'am, step out.
Excuse me.
Step out.
No, excuse me.
Step
Get
out.
your hands off of me.
Step out of the car right
No,
now. Yes.
No.
Step out of the car.
Get your hands off
Get
of
out
me.
of the car.
No.
You're under arrest.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
Get your hands.
Now, what she should say is like, "What are you arresting me for?" So he said you're under arrest. He has to kind of, but she's just all right. All right, this is gonna be interesting. Let me just watch a little bit more before I jump in on this.
This garage door.
Excuse me.
Let go.
No, you get your hands off of me. No.
Get out of the car now.
No.
I will tase you if you don't get out of the car.
You better take your hands off of me right now.
She sounds like a Karen. You better take your hands off me right now, sir. What she should have said, you arrested me based on the grounds of what? And why are you on my property? I don't know, right? Like he just ran into the garage. She probably could have asked him that.
Get your hands off of me.
Stop. I told you you're under arrest. Get out of the car.
Why?
Because you have a warrant and you're wanted for
No.
domestic battery. Yes, you are.
Excuse me.
Okay, now it's fair game.
I just sent a message and I am. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Get out of the car right now.
No.
I told you I can handle this peacefully, but you have to get out of the car.
No, you never said that.
He actually did it.
I sent you a message. My attorney,
Affirmative. I have one cuff on.
you. Excuse me.
This is awkward.
Did somebody say that you could come into our house? You don't stop tugging on
I'm going to tase you if you don't get opener.
No.
Yes.
No.
You're obstructing right now.
Is there a baby in the back? Yo, wait, is there a baby in the back seat? Oh no, this is bad, bro. That's bad. I think there's a kid in the back seat. He should, yeah, I agree, Roger. He just came in, and correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't the garage constitute your property, your home? So he kind of just ran in there. So I don't pretend to act like I know every aspect of law, right? So I try not to commentate on stuff I don't know for sure or whatever. So that's more of a question. I don't know. Maybe I'm clearly he must have the authority to do that. Just run into the garage. That seemed a little weird. That pepper spray. In my town, the department has really placed engaging with the community as a priority. Is really helping bridge, and that's good. I think that's what should happen. Entitlement behavior from who?
I'm not going to tell you again.
No, I'm not going to tell you again.
Get out of the car. Right.
Oh, there they go. For being a little petite woman, she definitely put up a fight. What happened to the audio? There's no audio. We lost audio, y'all. Damn. Yo, my mom would say that it would always be the feisty, it'd be like the petite women that put up the biggest fights when they went to go arrest people. Look at there's some kids there. That's bad, bro.
Okay, stop kicking.
All right, 20.
Understand.
One female, 1095.
You did this. No, I didn't do anything. No, I didn't.
Andy asked you to come out.
Excuse me?
Andy asked you to get out of the car.
No, Andy yanked me.
I yanked you because I told you you're under arrest and you refused to exit your vehicle. Yes.
Are you going to step up and be cooperative?
No, my attorney is.
Are you going to stand up and be cooperative?
Are you going to understand that my attorney has filed a motion to quash this?
All right, you just stand your knee.
My attorney has filed a motion to quash this.
That's sad that the kids are having to experience that, man. That's something that's like, that don't sit well with me, you know, unfortunately. He legally has to state that he has a warrant before he enters unless the situation deems it necessary, and he still has to make it known that he has a warrant. He has a warrant. She broke the law. Okay. Warrant gives you the right to go on the property. At that point, he was right. Okay. You're right. Yeah, they did say you have a warrant. Okay. You guys are right. Yep. Thanks for clarifying. That's crazy. He just went in with no. They do have a warrant. He did say that. So that clears up why he ran in there. Because I was like, wait a minute, and then yeah, that makes sense. Yo, Scar, what's up, dog? Hey, did you get banned off of TikTok? What the fuck? Hey, y'all, in my IG chat, we got a real legend, my boy, Life of Scars. This guy's fucking great with his content. Please follow him, man. For real. For real. He's one of the I think one of the earliest videos I reacted to his that went viral for me. One of the earliest ones. One of the best hobbies to have as a cheater is fishing. That's his video, y'all. If you watched it, yeah, check him out. Yo, Rico, what's up?
We're going out here this way.
To quash this.
You hit us, you do anything stupid towards us, and we're any charges on. If you hit us or anything, let's go.
You've already hit me.
I didn't hit you. I asked you out of the car. I told you you're under arrest. Now you got a whole show for your neighbors here.
You are a dick.
You're a dick.
My children don't have anybody at home right now. You're going to put my kids alone in danger? I need to call my attorney. I'm not getting in that car until I call my attorney. I'm calling my attorney.
It's not going to happen.
No, I'm calling my attorney.
When the time comes,
right now. I'm calling my attorney. No, I'm calling my attorney.
Sit in the car.
My children are home alone.
I'm giving you an order.
Sit in the car.
We will
My
get your
children
father here.
are home alone. My children are home alone.
We will take care of your children.
No, you're not taking care of shit.
I'm gonna get
The way that you take care of somebody is throwing them down on the ground.
Nobody
You
threw
are
your
a
children on the ground.
You are a shitty fucking human being.
That's messed up.
You throw somebody down in front of their children? What the f is wrong with you?
Sit down! I told you to sit down.
You piece of shit. You know what? You are the piece of dirt that I wouldn't piss on.
She's got to be. I'm getting high vibes. Am I the only one? I'm getting the vibe that she might have took something. Is it me? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's just like that. But I don't know. Just the way she's responding just seems different. I don't know. Kids present. He could always advise her and get the kids taken care of. Yeah, we know what that means. DCS Vest is coming. He has warned, but it entered the garage before making the known that she was wrong. So he was wrong. Okay. Could be suspended for that. He's a legend. Little Timmy and Tommy will need therapy after this. Yo, come on. I can't laugh at that. I'm going to hell, man. I'm going to hell.
If you were on fire.
I smell an odor of alcohol on your breath.
No, that's my piss.
That's your piss?
I'm pissing on you.
Okay.
Guess what?
What?
You're the worst part of the society. You think
alcohol.
So.
We know what it is. It's alcohol, y'all. She's been drinking, which is not good because she had her kids in the car. So
I don't think so.
I fucking know it. You are the worst. You take down a mother in front of her fucking children, but you are somehow fucking
I think he asked you pretty politely to get out.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Were you there?
You're the hog tying her for real?
Right?
Were you there?
All right, we're good.
Were you there?
You saw my emergency lights before you even got in the alley.
Were you there? Were you there?
Bend your legs.
No, were you there?
Bend your legs. Don't continue.
Were you there? Were you there? Were you
I saw
there?
what I saw when I walked in.
Yeah.
You're not getting out.
After he...
Black Chevy truck that you pulled on.
Mobile.
She cooperated the same bottle, same order of alcohol. Okay. Hey, I didn't tell you to get out of the car. Stop. Do you have your phone on you?
Don't touch me.
Do you have your phone on you?
Get your fucking hands off.
at this point, I don't know why they wouldn't call for a female officer to come deal with her because, they're having to handle her a lot. And all it takes is for them to, her hand slip and she's moving and now it hit her breast and they got it on body cam. And now you're getting hit with a SA on top. You know what I mean? Some weirdo shit. Like, I would just call immediately. We need a female officer ASAP.
Off me.
Where's your phone?
Do not.
Where's your phone at?
Get your. Do not touch me.
Okay.
Did I ever say? You fucker, do not touch me. Get his fucking hands off me. Get your fucking hands off me.
Cool out. Hey, if you keep resisting,
Yo, did you see that? Yo, she went in for the bite. What the fuck? She looked like a fucking velociraptor eating.
Fucking hands off me.
Cool out. If you keep resisting.
I can watch this all day. Hey, let's watch it in slow motion. Hold on. This guy put that shit on slow motion. You ready? Here we go.
Hands off me.
You keep.
Yo, drunk people do the wildest shit, bro. Oh, that's hilarious. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. They said it was. The cops said he smelled alcohol. 100% cocaine and booze. I mean, it's leaning that way, right? She had too many mimosas at brunch. I thought she was a Pornhub with those hands. Yo, it's getting close to it, Raj. It's getting real close to it. She drank that mean lean.
Position. I'm gonna charge you with that. If you
snapping turtle in the wild.
You know what? I'm gonna charge you with putting your fucking dirty ass hands on me.
stop moving, let him take off your watch.
You. You don't get to touch me. You are a disgusting piece of shit. The next time you fucking touch me.
Hey, get in the car. Sit in the car.
No, he doesn't get to touch me.
Okay, sit in the car.
Follow, use the words of what these are hands.
Hey, get in the car. If you don't, you're gonna get charged with obstructing.
If
Get in the car.
he fucking touches me again.
Get in the car, Sean.
Get your fucking hands off
Sean,
me.
he's not even touching you. Get in the car.
Oh, but he
I'm not
did.
touching you.
No, he's touched me.
Get in the car,
He's
Sean.
touched me way more times than appropriate.
Sean, get in the car.
No, do you know what he's done?
Stop kicking us.
I'm gonna kick you right in the fucking
That's mean. Don't do that.
He said that's mean. Oh man, this is hilarious. It's sad. It's sad, but it's hilarious for our viewing purposes. Guys, if you're on IG, if you want to come into the chat, I'm reading the chat on the YouTube side. DJ Moondawg Live on YouTube. Slide through, right?
Strap out the door.
That motherfucker has touched me more times than appropriate. Do you understand?
Everyone.
Do you understand how many fucking times he's touched me?
All right,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
we have a couple of charges of our own too, so it's gonna be a lot.
Then what?
Yeah.
We could just do what he says.
No.
Listen to what he says verbally.
I'm coming for him.
Okay.
I'm coming for him.
Charges against you,
Hey, let's take her out of here.
You are
Real
a
quick.
I'll
I'll meet you guys at PD. Okay.
dirtbag that I've ever witnessed in my entire fucking life.
Do you need anything in regards to your house?
I am suing you.
Do you need anything?
Darling.
Dude, who's to take care of the kids? I want to know about the. Listen, I just want to know who's taking care of the kids at this point. Like, you know what I mean? What's going on with the kids? Yeah, they called her Sean.
What's that?
You are getting sued.
No. What'd you say before that? You said I am dead? What do you mean by that?
You are.
Elaborate on it if you mean it.
You're getting sued. You have touched me.
Do Agasol too. She tried to bite me.
Way more times. You think you're.
Wait. Hold on. She attempted to, but she didn't. Would that hold? See, I don't think that would hold though. She might have made a move, but she didn't connect. So technically there was no aggravated battery, right? See how they be trying to add shit just cause? I don't think that one flies. I think that one might get dropped. Could be wrong.
You can beat up a girl? Good for you. Good for
Henry,
you.
20, I'm transporting one female by
Beat up
station.
girl.
Copy starting.
Good for you. You're stronger than girl. Wow.
It'll hold? Really?
97197
Federico coming out, yo. Right? What's up, Trey? Conspiracy to bite. I mean, it's not like there's an attempted aggravated battery, is there? Oh, there is. Oh, shit. Never mind. I guess she's going to get popped for that, too. At that point, she might as well have connected. At this point, she's going to get rung up anyway. You know what I mean? She passed out. No, this is so bad. Yo, he could tell the way he slapped the laptop down. He's tired. He's ready to get off his shift. He's over it. He's over it. No, yeah, but don't do it now, brother. Like, wait for a horror stream. We're gonna do some stuff later, I think. What time is it? Oh no, maybe not.
Okay. I can start before you get when you
Sean, step out.
Where's my watch?
I have your watch.
Oh, is it accounted for?
What's up?
I didn't get any paperwork accounting for it.
We drove 4 blocks. He has custody of your watch in the booking room.
And guess what?
Just so you know, the body camera and your watch is right here, okay?
Guess what?
How about Sean?
I don't take anything for granted.
That's great. Can you hop out of the car now?
I don't know. You want to drag me out like you drug me in?
No, I prefer not to.
No, I know you enjoy that.
That's your opinion. Can you get out now?
No, it's what I experienced. Thank you.
Are you going to willingly exit this car or no?
I don't think I can because my feet are tied together and my hands. So I don't think that I can
I'll
willingly.
help you out then. I'll help you out, Sean. Come on.
Dick.
Let's go.
That
guy. Why are you? Hey, put your feet.
Officer Dick. Hey yo, if I was his colleagues, I'd all his buddies would be calling him, hey, Officer Dick. I would that'd be a running joke at the station at that point. She tried to slip the cuffs. Oh, is that why she's positioned like that? You're right. She did. You did. You're arrested. You don't get paper. Nah, not yet anyway. Damn, Sean, you want to get dragged?
No.
Karen
Mondays. That could be a thing, Emilio.
Put your feet. No. Put your feet down.
No, it hurts too much. You could just take it off.
Okay, no. We're not doing
No, you're gonna kick it.
No, what am I? I'm fucking 100 pounds. You think I'm gonna take a 200-pound dude?
Well, you've already kicked at us a lot of times.
Why?
You're not gonna win.
Why?
You're gonna hurt us.
Why? Because that guy right there.
The one you tried to bite?
Okay, Sean, let's go.
Why? Could you ask yourself a question?
Sean, put your legs
Why?
down like this.
Why? Because that guy beat me up and drug me out of my car in front of my fucking kids. Because that guy is a dick.
Let's go.
That's why.
We're going.
You don't have any sort of consciousness or awareness as to why.
Stand up, Sean. You can.
No, I can't.
Yo, at this point, do they not have female officers? I mean, this whole thing, there's not one female to deal with her and handle, you know what I mean?
You were standing outside of the car earlier, weren't you?
How can I stand up?
Then you need a security order, right?
You're gonna be a dick.
Well, you're not being nice to me since
You're not being nice to me. You never have.
All right, then we're gonna have to.
Do you know how many fucking times I've served you guys food? I sat out there and served you guys hot dogs.
I wish you would just be nice to us instead of
I wish
serving
you
us
were being nice to me. Are you fucking kidding me? You're making my wrists bleed.
Yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, politely, like an adult.
I did nothing.
Sean Malarkey was charged with felony aggravated DUI, her third DUI with a child passenger, and felony aggravated assault to an officer, misdemeanor count of resisting. She also received a citation for transportation or possession of open alcohol, punishable by a fine of up to $1,000. A week later, additional charges were filed against her for endangering the health or life of a child, violation of a bail bond, and resisting or obstructing an officer. Her court cases in DuPage County are still open. The court case of the domestic battery was dropped.
Yo, the irony in all of this, which no one has said, and I it was on my mind the whole time. I was waiting to see if anybody pointed this out. The irony that her last name is fucking Malarkey. Like that, it explains everything. It's in the name. It's like EA Sports. It's in the name. Malarkey. It reminds me of the Dave Chappelle skit on Chappelle's show. What's going on with that Malarkey? Wow. Bro, she's losing her kids. Whoever the father is, the husband or whatever, he about to take the kids. She's about to be in alcohol rehab. She looks like a lunatic. She looks like a lunatic. All right, we got another one to watch that we didn't watch. Let's see which one here. Drunk man causing a scene gets arrested. Let's see what happens here.
Begin!
Oh shit, this is Chicago, I think. Is it?
Facebook. What's going on, man?
All right, let's dive into another video. Drunk man causing a scene gets arrested. Let's see how bad this gets. You know, of all the things that cops got to deal with, I actually feel bad when they have to deal with drunk people. I absolutely hate having to be around just completely drunk people. They're obnoxious. Some people get the, feel like they're Superman and do the dumbest things. They're annoying, talk too much, in your face, breath stinking. Oh, it's the worst, especially when you be in the club DJing and they're, get the fuck away from me. So I do have sympathy when cops have to deal with drunk people, but let's see how this goes for our entertainment purposes here. It's a whole lot of malarkey. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Blue Watch. Yeah, it is based in Chicago, apparently. I just stumbled on their channel recently. A bunch of malarkey. Yep. All right, let's get started.
This guy is trying to call the cops on me because I'm trying to get some Cheetos on me.
Is this your car?
Yeah.
No, that's not your car. You're not driving.
I'm driving.
No, you're not.
Checking the camera.
You want to go to the hospital?
Why?
I think you're a little bit too intoxicated. Whoa, stay. Here, take a seat. Sit.
Where?
Sit down on the ground right there.
The ground? The ground or the sit?
Sit right there. You're gonna.
I'll sit on the special
thing. Lean right
the
there.
special thing right here. Oh my God.
All right, Andre, look.
I'm sure my thing and everything.
Andre, you're gonna go to the hospital, okay? I'm gonna call a paramedic.
No, don't. Why? Wait a minute. Let's talk about it first. I got a lot of time. Expensive. But this is not expensive. You don't tell me what I gotta do right now. What the f is wrong with you?
What do you say?
Yeah.
Where you live at, Joliet?
Everywhere.
Caller's crying. Were you homeless?
Yeah. And that's the best of it. I get homeless. I live Mercedes.
What's today's day of the week?
Friday. No, Saturday. Saturday.
Do you know what who the president of the United States is?
I know fucking president of the United States.
Do you know who?
Salinas de Gortari. El mero chingón. You know Salinas de Gortari made the world strong just with these fucking dollars, which were fake as a mother. Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey, don't talk to him.
Oh, why not him? He's my best friend.
Andre, stop. Don't talk to him.
Ah, fuck you. No.
So,
What the fuck?
Do you want to go to the hospital, yes or no?
No.
All right, you gotta leave. Go get out of here.
What's going?
They don't want you here. They don't want you here, dude. They don't want
So where
you
do
here.
I go?
I don't know where you're gonna go. Stop walking up on me like that, dude.
Okay.
Go. Dude, Andre, stop.
That's scary. That's scary.
Go. Leave, or you're gonna get arrested. Go.
Where do I go?
Go somewhere else. You're not be here. You don't want to go to the hospital, so leave.
I'm going. Where's my
stepping.
drug?
Go.
Where's my drug? Where's my motherfucking drug? I'm going to move it. I'm here, bro. Hey, I'm calling your number. Hey, man. Come to home.
Nope. What is it? Andre. Andre.
Stop.
Andre.
Go to jail.
If you do that shit again, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. Don't fucking touch that shit again, or you're going to jail.
I was trying to
We're not gonna play that.
I'm trying to have some noodles.
Hey, Andre, compose yourself.
I'm trying to have some noodles to
Then
eat.
go home.
I'm hungry. I'm just hungry. I don't want to hurt anybody. You're my friend. You're the beautiful person that I
I shouldn't be laughing. I'm so sorry, y'all. It was I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing at this, man. I really shouldn't. I'm sorry. Don't judge me, man. If you're laughing, you're going to hell you're going with me to hell, okay? Oh, man. He's all the way far from reality. They're supposed to take him. He's blowed. Yeah, he's supposed to take him and put him in the sober tank, right? That's what they do in Chicago. I think this is Joliet. I'm trying to look and see what city this is in, but I can't tell just yet. Yeah, you would think, because he's still a danger to himself, stumbling around. He gets hit by a car. Yeah, you're right. They should probably take him anyway, not even to arrest him, but just to take him and sober him up. It's like the right thing to do.
How do I say it on your phone?
Call a friend.
Yep, Joliet. We already know how Joliet police rock. We've seen another video with some asshole Joliet cops.
I don't friend. I never got a friend. I've been so alone with no friends for such a long time. And every time I find a different friend that really loves me.
Alright, and how about we go to the hospital? You're going to the hospital, aren't you?
I'm not going to the fucking hospital. Fuck you. Why do you go to the hospital?
You're clearly too intoxicated for your own well-being.
What the fuck gives about me?
So how about this?
Please the fuck about me.
Andre, you're not listening. How about we...
Please the fuck about me. Please the fuck about me. You don't. You don't. Get the fuck out of here. Get me now. Motherfucker, get me now. Stop my heart. Stop my heart right here. Finish time. Finish time.
Put your hands on the car for me. I'm gonna do a quick pat down.
No!
Just stay right here.
Oh, you want to try to look at my mom's ass. No, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Relax.
I don't know what to remember. I don't know what to remember. Fuck me up. Fuck me up. I'm trying.
606, Silverleaf Court, 606, Silverleaf Court, 17 on the line, about a 2-minute time delay. About 3 to 4 juveniles trying to get into the residence.
They're funny.
Should stay in Cicero.
Hey, don't throw me. Don't throw me, motherfucker. Go on, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, thank you.
Trying to grab the big hand.
I don't know what he was drinking or what he's on, but he's... Oh, there it is. No, not the Stoli. Was it the Stoli did him? Yeah. Hold on, let's take a look. What was it they pulled out that back? The skull. Oh, my God, even fucking worse. Oh, man, listen. I've been 7 years sober from hard liquor. Feels amazing because I don't miss ever being drunk. That shit's horrible. But when it comes to liquors, we know that there's like a tier list. And when it comes to vodkas, when you get down to the bottom of the barrel, you've got Stoli, and then you've even worse, Skull. Oh, that Skull will do you in. This poor bastard. Now I feel even worse. Now I feel even worse for laughing, bro. Damn.
Male half is an off-duty law enforcement officer with duty level.
Get the mother. Don't touch me someone. Hey, you're abusing me. I go.
Congrats, AJ.
I go get you now. You're the fuck.
Dude, Andre, can you go to the hospital for me, bro?
Where's
please?
Where?
Can you do me that favor, Andre?
Yeah,
Andre,
let's go.
You're good. Put your hands down.
You want to go to the hospital?
Can you go to
No!
Can you please go to the hospital?
No!
We're going to get a call about it.
Some hot water. I want some hot water.
Southwest 32, can you send out a ticket to they need to take people like I'm going to get a call about them in like an hour. Yeah,
Just detain him and take him to go sober up. What's the big deal?
Stop.
Stop the shower next door, right?
I'm cool. Hey, what the fuck are you?
Come over here.
Don't push me because I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. You want to beat the fuck out of you?
This is where it's gonna go bad. He's going through all the emotions. He was crying, and now he's starting getting tough.
Andre, relax, buddy.
I'm not giving you a hug.
Here, come here. Come here. We're gonna lean right here.
Here, sit on that.
Give me a hug? Get the fuck out of here. I need your fucking hug.
Alright.
You think I need your fucking hug, beautiful girl, bitch? Ass motherfucker. Come on.
I'm gonna at least get them. Don't
spit on you?
If you spit, you'll definitely go to county then.
I know.
Do not spit on
I'm
nobody.
not trying to, motherfucker. I'm trying to help you.
Alright,
You too.
You're gonna go to the hospital.
Okay, let's go. Where's hospital? That's what I'm waiting for. Where's hospital?
Where are you at right now, Andre?
I'm in Sherwood, motherfucker. Joliet, motherfucker. Something goes like this. So you don't give a fuck about me, but I do give a fuck about you. I'm trying to respect
They're
you.
gonna have
You
a
don't
guy
want
like
no
this sign a
respect.
refusal.
I need the fuck out of your fucking house, down.
Yo, he's so zooted. It's crazy, bro.
You don't want us to give you a ride no more?
Fuck you no more. No, fuck you back. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck, you started. You pussy.
We don't need that.
Yeah, you don't need that because you already have your ass, bitches. You like it. You fucking
Hey man, don't roast me for laughing. I chill.
sprinkled about it. You fucking dumbass. This is so much.
I am a dumbass.
Well, you stop right now. Okay? End the story. Begin. Begin. Begin! Begin! Begin, because it takes 3 times over. You gotta begin all over again. You're dumb man. You respect that, you'll be okay. You don't respect that, you'll be a dumbass all your life. As you usually are.
Bro, this guy's just rambling on,
It's
bro.
always.
He's ad-libbing. He's over here ad-libbing like he's in a rap song or some shit. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
I don't think I'm so seriously.
Yeah, there is public intoxication.
Right here. The camera.
I don't look anywhere but here. To my phone. You know what I mean? Yeah, my phone.
Scully do it in, man.
Nevertheless!
Andre, how
Nevertheless! Nevertheless!
How did you get out to Joliet?
How
How did you get out here?
You got out straight.
You were just released from Cicero PD, right?
Wait, they just said he was released from Cicero. So y'all don't understand. That's Cicero is it's a suburb of Chicago. It's like southwest-ish. Joliet's all the way south. Like it's not even close. That's like 45 minutes, an hour drive. They just said he was released out of Cicero. Like, what did he do? He like run out there all drunk? Flew. Katie, what up?
And I got some of the ways together. You fucking disappear. What the fuck are you? That's you. You know what I mean? That's you.
Sit. Sit.
Hurt me? Hold me! Hold me! Hold me! Hold me, bitch! What's she? Hey, don't touch me.
Lean up against it. Lean up against it.
Don't you touch me either, motherfucker.
Lean up against
No, you don't.
Stop.
Oh, you did. Oh, you fucked up. You just fucked up. Let me apologize.
Yes, you apologize to me.
I got a feeling he's gonna swing, bro. It's not gonna be good.
I'll see you bleeding.
Andre,
I'll see you bleeding. I'm gonna see you bleeding. I'm gonna see you bleeding, motherfucker.
Stop.
I'm gonna see you bleeding, bitch. Don't fucking touch me because I'm gonna get my fucking knife, which I don't know where it is, but I'll find it. I'll find it, bitch. I'll kill you with that. I'll kill you with that. I decide your fucking mainly fucking artery with that sharp fucking artery. I'm letting guy over there. What the fuck are you doing over there? You dumbass. Get the fuck out of here. Get my bitch over here. That's why I'm looking like girl. Why looking like girl? Why looking like girl? Hey, what about you bitches?
Hey, look. All right, this is actually, it's sad. It's sad that he's going through this, and clearly there's a pattern here. It is sad. That being said, he's giving us some amazing sound bites, yo. That one right there, motherfucker. Like, I'm sorry, man. It's yo, can we all agree, cops, how they're handling this? W cops, because they're exercising extreme patience and they understand that he's drunk, he's not in his right frame of mind. They searched him, so they know he's anything to immediately threaten him with. So it allows them to be a little bit more chill, right? Now they just have to worry about him getting handsy with them. But so far, their interaction has been very definitely a dub so far. You know what I mean? We got to give credit where credit's due. Jail must be full or they don't want to write a report, and or both. You know what I'm saying? By the way, IG, come through on the YouTube side, talking chat. I read most of the chat on the YouTube, DJ MoondawgLive, all right? I'm about to hand him off to the fire department. They're cool because of the body cam. I mean, it serves its purpose. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
You guys are good. He just punched me. No, we got him. He's going to county now.
He was just trying to punch him.
He just did punch me.
You good?
What are the odds as soon as the fire EMS pulls up, he throws a punch, bro? Worst timing possible. Worst. He couldn't have waited another 30 seconds. He couldn't.
Well, let's go ahead and take him to the hospital. Can't punch him in the chest. Nope.
Today we lost the real one. We lost the real one. Hey, man. Drunk people, it's rough to deal with those, man. It is rough to deal with those. All right, we'll do one more. We'll wrap it up for tonight. When being difficult gets you arrested. You guys ready for this one? Yo, yeah, the odds. Ambulance pulls up and he just throws a punch. It's just GG, bro. Oh, wait. Do we want to watch? All right, I'll let you guys pick. Do we want to watch When Being Difficult Gets You Arrested, or do we want to watch Officer Struggle to Arrest Extremely Uncooperative Man? What are we talking about right here? Which one you guys want to pull up and watch? By the way, if you've already done so, y'all, if you're new to the channel on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Do lives normally Monday through Friday here on the channel. A mixture of React stuff. We'll do some gaming stuff. It's a real variety. Every night's a little bit different. But lately, people really enjoy the body cam reaction stuff. It is entertaining. It's endless content. It's like Cops, only unscripted. The second one, Officer Struggles. All right, but
on August,
you guys want that violent stuff. Jesus. All right, here we go. Officer struggled to arrest. Jesus, can I talk straight? Because I'm trying to use this for the video. Officer struggled to arrest extremely uncooperative man. All right, let's see what happens on this one. Crystal Lake. Okay, this is northern suburbs of Illinois. This is out by like the chain of lakes and stuff like that.
3rd, 2022. Crystal Lake officers respond to a trespassing call at a local business. The suspect, Adam Schuster, refused to leave the property after an employee of the business asked him to leave.
Guys, right here. 95. 95? Trespass. Yep. Trespass. Yeah. Yep. Me? All right, so you're under arrest. Please. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Resist. Resist. Stand up. I don't want your hands. You're resisting. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. We're in uniform. Put your hands behind your back. Look at me. So because I'm not wearing a uniform, put your hands behind your back. Right now. How am I resisting? In what way? What are you going to do to me?
Wait, does he have Olivia tatted on? This guy got no other tat except Olivia across his chest plate. That's the first.
Wait, stop. All right, roll on your stomach. No, I'm not doing that, but tell me what you're going to do to me. Hey, I'm going to tase you. Please don't. You're going to get put your hands behind your back or I'll tase you. Why? Right now. Stand up, put your hands behind your back. Let's go. Please stop. Not fucking around. I'm not fucking.
Well, this is what's the male version of Karen? This is a Kyle? This is a Kyle, isn't it? We got a Kyle, y'all. We've got, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a Kyle.
Bruh. Put your hands behind your back. I don't want to handcuffs. Do you guys have handcuffs? Stand up. Do you have I don't like handcuffs. Well, too bad. You're being under arrest right now. Stand up. Why am I under arrest? I'm being detained for what? Wait, how did I trespass? Stop resisting. How did I trespass? Stop. You're gonna get tased. All right. Stop resisting. You're gonna get tased.
Yo, he locked up hard.
You guys are attacking me.
Stand up.
I'm just laying on the ground.
All right, roll on your stomach then.
Why?
Because you're under
No,
arrest.
it's not a chat.
I'm not under arrest.
Roll on your
I'm
stomach.
not under arrest. Stop it. Stop it. Stop
Roll on your stomach.
Bro, dude, chill out. You're hurting my back. You're gonna just cut me.
Please put your hands behind your back right now. Fine. Now roll over on your back. Back off, guys.
I'm on my back.
Roll onto your stomach. Roll onto your stomach.
Let's go.
Put your hands behind your back right now. Put your hands right here behind your back.
Please don't kick me.
Put your hands there behind your back or I'm going to tase you.
Please don't tase me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Wait, what's that mark on his? Is that a? Oh, I thought it looked like cut in. I thought he cut into his back. What the fuck? It's like a dirt or some shit. Yo, he stiffed up hard.
I'm going to tase you. Now cuff him.
No, please don't cuff me.
Cuff him. Put your hands behind your back.
Ow, 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 ow.
Put your hands behind your back.
It hurts.
Put your hands behind your back.
Guys, please stop.
All right, back up.
Please
Please don't tase me. Please
Out. Put your hands behind your back.
Please stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
Red light. Red light.
Put your hands behind your back. Back off him.
Red light. What kind of king shit is this, bro? He's got his. He's not in his BDSM safety word, bro. Red light. Red light. What? Yo, he's got this whole scenario mixed up, bro. He definitely think he's on some freaky shit. This is not what's happening, bro. You are getting tased.
Behind your back and lay
on your stomach.
Lay on your stomach.
I'm laying on my back. My
hands are behind my back. Or I'm gonna get you again.
Guys, please don't. Please don't.
That's
Please
it,
don't.
I'm
I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
Turn on your stomach.
I'm begging you not to hurt
Turn
me.
on your stomach.
For what reason?
Turn on your
Guys,
stomach.
this hurts.
Under arrest.
For
Turn
what?
on your stomach.
I'm surprised he didn't pull. I'm surprised he didn't pull out the prongs already. I would get that shit off me. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. He's super zesty. Yo, for real.
Lay on your stomach.
Okay, all right.
Lay on your stomach.
Can I get this out first?
Lay on your stomach.
Can I get this out first? He's getting locked up. Oh, he's getting locked up. Oh, this is too funny, bro. He said, can I take these out first? I'm actually surprised the cop didn't give him a little extra juice, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, God, it's hilarious. What's up, Brookie?
It hurts. Guys, it hurts. There's things on my stomach. Okay, I'm doing it. Please don't hurt me.
Let's go. Put your hands. Put your hands behind your back.
All right, I'm trying. You're pulling on my arms.
Yeah, you're under arrest.
Why? Please don't. Red light. Ouch. Stop, please stop.
Don't kick me.
I didn't mean to. I said red. Guys, please. This hurts a lot.
You're gonna get tased again.
Please don't tase me. Please.
Back off, Sophie.
Put your taser up. Oh, no.
You're gonna get tased again.
Lay it
Stop.
on your stomach.
Stop, you're gonna get tased.
Okay, lay on my stomach. And getting hurt.
Stop, you're gonna get tased again.
I don't want to get tased.
Let's go.
Lay on
Hands
your
out.
stomach.
On your stomach.
Back off.
Let's go.
Get the metal out before I go.
We will.
Sit.
On your
Just
stomach.
give him commands.
On your stomach. One.
I'm on my stomach.
All the way down.
But the metal hurts.
All the way
The
down.
metal hurts me.
Lay on your stomach.
We'll
On your
start again.
stomach. Hands
Put your
behind
hands
your
behind
back.
Please.
Hands behind your back.
I'm cooperating.
Hands.
I'm cooperating.
Chest down.
I am cooperating.
Chest down.
Head down.
Hands behind your back.
Okay, the
Stop.
metal, I'm bleeding.
Oh, he's brand new, bro. Look how young this cop looks. So he's kind of, he's giving him direction. It's so far, they're doing their thing. No complaints on the cops. They're giving commands. He's definitely not complying, but he's definitely entertaining. Red light. Yo, we might have to use that as a soundbite on the stream now. Red light. Red light.
Bleeding on my stomach. Look, it's bleeding. Where's the paramedic? He said 5 minutes for the paramedic.
Last warning, you're gonna get tased.
Please don't.
Last warning, you're gonna get tased. Handcuff her. Stay where you are.
I am.
Do not move your hands. You're gonna get tased again.
Please don't tase me. Please don't tase me.
Give me your right hand.
My elbow.
Give me your hand.
No!
Give me your hand.
Airplane!
Give me your hand.
Please, you're hurting me. You're hurting me.
Stop.
My ouch! You see my calf cramping?
Back off him. Stop. You're gonna get tased again.
God damn it! This hurts, guys.
Or you're gonna get tased again.
Get tased.
Hands. Hands.
21. No. Get the wrap.
On your stomach. On your stomach, or you're gonna
I'm
get
Chris
tased
Lake
again.
2, Sam 1. This
Hey, I'll give credit to the sergeant. He's directing everybody. He's keeping it. You know what I mean? That so far that's showing good leadership. I'll say.
guy's combative back here. We still don't have him in custody.
You have me. You put handcuffs on me.
Got one on.
I can't chop both hands.
Bro, both of these cops are like brand new. Look how young are these? Are they actually cops, or are these like junior ROTs? Look, they look like babies. Bro, look at him. This kid looks like he's fucking 19 years old. Look at the cop on the left. Look at his face. He looks like he's 19 years old, and the other cop here is probably like 23. They're babies. So, okay. Oh, shit. That's one way to get acclimated to the gig. Wow. They look young. Mad young.
I can't chop both hands. On your stomach.
Look, you see right here. Young kid. You're right. If the sergeant wasn't there to instruct them and guide them, these young guys, right? Young testosterone, they just get in the heat of it. They probably would have been real handsy for sure. He probably saved them from making some dumb career moves. You know what I mean? Because your instinct is just to get in there and start just force it in and all that stuff. But yeah, so I'm starting to think now that this is definitely a big dub for this sergeant who's using his leadership and experience to kind of position everybody in the right way and, trying to get this done. So let's continue.
On your stomach. Or you're going to get tased again. Please don't. Taser. No. Taser. Ouch. Shit, red light. Red. On your stomach now. Red. Ouch, red. Please, red. On your stomach. Red. On your stomach. Not both hands. On your back. Not both. It hurts. Please stop. Don't you kick me. Guys, I'm not kicking. I'm not. Please stop. Oh my God, my ankles. Stop. This hurts. It hurts so bad. Red light. Said we don't have. Guys, you're hurting me. Please. Stop. On your stomach. I'll tell you my name, birthday. On your stomach now. I don't have an ID. I know, Adam. I know who you are. Okay, who am I? Hands on your back. Who am I? On your back. On your stomach. On my back? On your stomach. Okay. Hands behind your back. Is that the paramedic? On your stomach. On your stomach. Bring this hand back behind your back. Okay. Stop. I'm trying to bring it behind my back. You're pushing it down. Relax. I'm relaxed. Hand behind your back. Okay, not both hands, please. Both hands. No, it hurts, guys. It hurts too much. Red. Got that? I'm bleeding. Stop, please. Please stop. I'm begging you. All right, back off. I'm begging, actually begging. Stop, you're going to get guys, there's 4-on-1. It's so unfair.
It's 4-on-1. My man's over here talking about like he's getting third party like it's an Apex. This is hilarious. Hey, yeah. Oh my God. He's getting turned on from this? Probably is. Moon, we gotta make the red light a soundbite. Yeah, we're gonna have to put it up. I'll tie it up to like a dono sound or whatever. Y'all can ring off so you don't abuse it. Yeah, we'll have to pull that one off for sure. Pressure points to stop all that. That works, but look, the tasers didn't phase him, right? So if he's high on, I mean, you know this, right? If they're on some kind of meth or coke and all that stuff, these guys become superhuman. I've heard stories of that being the case. If they're hopped up on drugs, they don't feel it. They don't feel it the same as if someone who's sober. So I think the fact that they've tased him twice and he's still putting up resisting, I don't think the pressure points would have done much. I mean, if the taser didn't make him comply, like this guy zooted.
On your stomach. On my stomach.
We can't get him in control, so we gotta keep doing the taser.
Control. On your stomach.
We're gonna get hurt.
Hands behind your back.
Who's gonna get hurt?
Hands behind your back. Both. It hurts. I know, but put your hands behind your back. Please. Put the other hand behind your back.
Let him do his thing.
Put your hand behind your back and get tased again. Okay. Put your hands behind your back. Safe word. Put your hand behind. Put this hand behind your back. Too much.
Hey, Luke.
Hey. Calm down.
Luke.
Calm down.
Put your hand behind your back.
Calm down. Hey.
I'm calm.
Adam, just put your hand behind your back, dude.
I can't, man.
Just.
Please, I'm in a lot of pain because of the metal on my fucking chest. They tased me.
I know. Hey, just talk to me, okay?
I'm hurting.
I'm here. I know you are.
It's a lot of pain.
I know. So listen to what they're telling you, and then we can roll you over.
I've been listening this whole time.
I know. Just hey, I'm here. I'm here now. I know you. You know me. Okay. All right, I'm here.
Benny?
Yes, you got it, dude.
Sit still. Give me the
Remember
commands.
me. Yeah. All right. Okay. Just.
Can you take the handcuffs off? If I go on my stomach all the way?
We can roll you over.
On my back?
Yeah, we can. Hold on.
Slowly. Ouch, there's one in my back.
Here. Will you do me a favor? Can we sit up and then put your hands behind your back? Just
if you
listen.
take the handcuff off,
Adam,
look, this is the taser wires.
Adam, listen to me.
I'm listening, Luke.
Step by step, okay? Step by step, bro. All right? Just step by step.
I'm under control.
Right. I know you are.
You're in control.
Me and you.
You're in control.
I know. So let's sit
You're
up.
in control.
Let's sit up, okay?
I can sit up.
Will you sit up with me?
Will you take the metal out if I sit up?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna help you, bro.
Out of my stomach?
I'm gonna help you.
Do you see all that blood?
I'm gonna help you. Okay?
My elbow. Now both elbows?
Okay, breathe with me. Breathe with me.
I'm breathing.
Just breathe, dude. Okay? We're good.
Hi. These guys are hurting me. Back on the street.
Where you guys at?
Back on the street.
That was her. Adam, you and me. You just talk to me. Okay. So I loosened it up a little bit.
You loosen it more. Like my right wrist already hurts, and now this one's starting to hurt.
I can't. So what I'm gonna do?
You can't loosen it any more than that. You see the red lines?
Adam, stop. Just calm down right now. Okay?
Blood all over me now.
Just take a breath. Breathe.
Where's the sprinkler room?
Stop. Just breathe. Breathe with me.
Is there more cops coming, or is that the paramedic?
No, I'm here with you. Look at me. Listen to me. You got so much going on right now, man. You got so much going on.
Why you guys are doing this.
You got so much going on.
What did I do wrong?
I came here because I heard your name. I came here for you. Okay?
Please help.
Hey, this is exceptional. Hey, guys, I always say props. Like, this is exceptional that he's trying to get this guy fucking down. Like, I'm really impressed with him going at this level. And even the sergeant kind of backed off, and they're trying multiple ways to get this guy down. Like, this is kind of like what we would hope in best scenarios. You know what I mean? That there's some level of empathy in the process, and whoever this guy is, I don't know if he outranks the sergeant, because all of a sudden the sergeant ain't giving commands. He was to the young guys, so I don't know. He got like a shiny thing on his collar. Maybe he might be a lieutenant or some shit, or some higher position. I can't really tell.
I'm in so much pain, dude.
So
Where's the paramedics?
Listen, step by step.
Okay, what's the next step?
The next step, we're gonna put the other hand behind your back.
I can't do both hands behind my back.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna cuff you in front, and I'm gonna stay with you.
Can you loosen it a little bit and then do both?
Yes.
Okay, because it's really tight, man.
Adam, breathe with me. Okay. Breathe. All right. Yes. So I'm gonna put this one on,
and then you'll loosen it,
and then I'll loosen it.
It looks like it's twisted, though.
No, I got you.
Ah, gross.
Are you in custody? Release here. I'm gonna take.
I'm in custody?
You're detained right now.
Why am I detained?
Adam, hold on. Just release here. For the order, like you just want it. I'm gonna twist this one around.
Thank you. That hurt a lot. See all those lines?
Yeah, I see.
You're hurting me still, man. I said red light how many times?
Now there's space there. All right.
Why is that funny?
What does that mean? You're under arrest. You're under arrest.
I'm under arrest?
Over and over we've
Who else said that?
About 24 times.
Who else said that?
For trespassing.
Where's the
Who else said I'm under arrest? Please don't hurt me.
It's a switch. No, I'm not. Okay. All right.
Who else said I'm under arrest? What? You're the only one who said
that. Call the paramedics up. Get paramedics up.
Sergeant Gulada? Hablas español?
Hey, with me.
Sergeant wants to knock his head off.
You're mad at me for looking in the dumpster? Is that the paramedic?
Yeah.
Oh my God, thank God.
Stand up.
Can I...
Clearly, okay, here's what I'm gathering without knowing too much information here. Whoever this guy's sitting down with him must be outranking the sergeant, because like I said, I saw something on his collar, lieutenant or something, right? Clearly he knows this guy already. There's some kind of history or he's aware of, and it seems like he's definitely got something going on. Presumably drugs, maybe it's mental. But I'm really impressed with how he came in and, you know what I mean, to get this sorted out and get him to calm down and resolve this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can stand up. I'll help you out. Thank you.
Both hands?
Yeah, I got you.
I don't need the gurney or the...
No, I'll walk him over to you guys.
Okay.
We'll just
I'm
get
fine.
it out for you to... Adam, what's hurting you the most right now?
The metal and the handcuffs.
Okay.
The taser metal. I got tased at least twice.
You guys coming along?
Yes.
I said, ow, red, it hurts, stop, please.
You acting like that's gonna stop the whole situation.
The guy, Mulata.
Alright, that part's over with. Right now, let's focus on the
Is he the one who shoved my face into the pavement?
All of that is over right now.
But I was bleeding and it hurt and I said, ow. I said, I will roll over. I said, please don't put it on both hands. You could handcuff me to something else.
Adam Schuster was charged with 2 counts of aggravated battery, resisting, and criminal trespass. He was found not guilty on all charges.
Wait, what? Yo, wait, what?
On August 3rd,
Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck?
aggravated battery, resisting, and criminal trespass. He was found not guilty on all charges.
Bro, his dad got to be somebody. His family. Wait, how did he just not? Wait, talk about a plot twist at the end. They threw out all of this. Either his family is somebody that got this thrown out, or I don't know. Maybe there's some known mental issues and this is attributed to it. And I don't know, but I'm shocked that they threw all these counts out. I bet you that sergeant is probably losing his mind when he found out they got rid of all the charges. They dumped all the charges. He's probably lost his shit at PD. Whoa, most likely mental issues. They got him out of the charges. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, right? That or again, his family knows somebody type shit or something. You're right. He has a gold shield, the command officer. You're talking about the officer that came in to talk to him, right? Yeah. Listen, big dub to Crystal Lake PD right there. I mean, even when they were trying to arrest him, they were doing it in a way that, you know, like they weren't trying to overdo it. They were trying to get him, contained, detained, and all that stuff. But I think the cops in that did an A, and especially the cop at the end that came in, A+. How he handled that to get that kid to calm down. You know, like I said, it gives you hope and faith that there's, you know, that there's good cops in there that will try to de-escalate and resolve stuff. And even if they do have to detain and get physical, that they're going to go about it the right way and not overuse stuff. I was actually impressed too that one sergeant was basically training. He's probably a FTO, a field training officer, and those guys might be parole officers possibly. They were so young. He's got to have family in high places. Yeah, I don't know the story on it. That's interesting how he got dismissed though, because he's white. A black dude would have been locked up for life. Well, this happened in a predominantly white city. It's a suburb in northern Illinois. It's predominantly all white. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't always tend to jump straight into the race card on everything. But I think in this case, it happened in a predominantly white town. It was a white guy, white officers. I don't know. I don't think that kind of holds on this one, Jeremy, to be honest. His dad might be the mayor. Hey, I should go search it and and expose the whole thing. You know what I mean? Plot twist. I didn't expect that though. Wow. Adam caught a break. We need answers. Hey, yo, we're going to start this whole ongoing stream series investigating the case of Adam Schuster. Why did he get his charges dropped? Oh, man. Let's see what the comments had to say. I would have died laughing if the officers responded, green light. I didn't even think about that one. That's good. Oh, I didn't think about it. How come y'all didn't think about that in chat? You guys are dumb. You guys are dumb.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
dummies. How come no one said this? The whole time you screaming red light, no one said green light. I'm mad at y'all. I'm disappointed. It was an illegal arrest and needed to give him a trespass warning first and give him the chance to leave, not immediately arrest him. Oh, all right. You know what? That's a good point. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they looked at it and they're like, yeah, no, y'all didn't follow the procedure. Maybe that's what it was. Good observation there, Kurt. Yeah, this was a good case. It was a good case. All in all, though, this was a, you know what I mean? Like I said, cops did their thing, man. They did it the right way, I think. Red light, green light, go. Let's see what this says. This is what happens when someone never gets reprimanded, disciplined, or taught how to act like an adult at any point in life. Charges being dropped ensures repeat behavior. People like this need to face consequences. I wonder if somebody in there in comments knows what happened. The jury possibly saw the repeated taser as excessive force. It didn't go to trial though, did it? Or maybe it did. They said it was dismissed. They said it was dismissed. So maybe the DA pulled the charges. They're saying the jury possibly cruel and unusual punishment and acquitted the suspect because of that. The rest did look like a clusterfuck. I don't know. Right here, as a 15-year-old veteran deputy, I'm thoroughly impressed with the last officer's compassion. I agree. That speaks volumes about that guy for sure. That officer. When I was a rookie, I was told by a veteran officer that over his long career, he was able to talk 99% of arrestees into handcuffs. Yo, my mom said that when she was like early days when she was on the beat. She used to be like, yo, I used to get the biggest guys to comply just by talking to them with humility and respect. You know what I mean? It goes a long way. It goes a long way. Maybe the DA was laughing too hard from the footage and drops the charges. Hey, I bet you they were watching this shit like green light. Oh, man. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're good for tonight. We will return. Let's see what else we got to do on the agenda this week. We got some more stuff to react to. Of course, we'll pull up some more body cam stuff. There's endless body cam stuff to go through and kind of and dive into. Plus, whatever else pops off during the normal, week of craziness on social media, we'll pull that up. Talk about whether it's some whatever clips, anything like that. We still got to finish Resident Evil 4. It looks like tomorrow I got to go out and I got to do some filming stuff. I'm going to be outside. I'm going to leave this. Yeah, I'm going to leave out. So tomorrow's stream is tentative. So yeah, that'll be tentative. If not, it might be a late night stream, one or the other. I'll keep you guys posted in Discord. If you guys want to join Discord, !Discord in YouTube chat. We'll give you the link to join so you can stay abreast. Hang out with everybody that's in chat now. Is always talkative throughout the day in there. So got a real community building and all that stuff. Many new people here. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't already done so, hit the sub button to the channel. Again, this is my live stream channel where I live stream. And I also have a secondary channel where I basically like standalone videos of me commentating on a variety of things, dating, stuff that's going on in culture, society. That one's called The Mind of MoonDawg. You can look it up on YouTube. Check out those videos as well. Did anybody see the officer get kicked in the head? Every time I look this up, that's what comes up. Wait, what do you mean? I didn't see it either. Yeah. What time I start? Normally I try to start at 8 p.m. Central. Is usually the time frame I try to start. Give or take. I'm not perfect with the starting time, which is why it's good to have the notifications on so you know we're live. But I generally try and shoot for like 8 p.m. time frame, and go from there. It just sucks you into watching it. Yeah, it does. Next time the cops try to arrest me, I'm gonna have to keep saying red light and see if I'm telling you. I will work. I probably won't get to it tomorrow, but I will work on trying to get the soundbite and using something from Adam here as a soundbite on the stream that you guys can use for super chats or something. You can ring it off and it'll scream out red light, red light. Oh man. Anyway, You're on the East Coast, so that if you're East Coast, you're an hour ahead. So that'd be 9 Eastern time frame ish. And if you're West Coast, that would be 6 p.m. Pacific ish, around there. You know what I'm saying? If you're on IG, make sure you come through on the YouTube side, DJ MoondawgLive. Live. Hey guys, with that being said, I had a great time with you. Thank you for the laughs. Thank you for spending your time with me. Hopefully you enjoyed the reactions, the commentary. We covered quite a few different things today. We covered some of the whatever pod clips on dating and all the situations with that. Jumped into a couple of body cam footage videos. They did not disappoint, to say the least. And we got to finish the game though this week. We got to finish RE4. We'll see when we do that. Maybe tomorrow. So with that being said, have a great, wonderful Tuesday. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next live, man. Take care. God bless. All right. Later, y'all.